our story.
Guess who's back?
Crush a bit, little bit, roll it up, take a hit, feeling lit, feeling right, 2 a.m. summer night, I don't care, hand on the wheel, driving drunk, I'm doing my thing, rolling the mid beside and now, living my life, getting out drunk. A piece of your heart, a piece of your love, I'm calling you up to get down, down, down. The way that we touch is never enough, turning you up to get down, down. I'm screaming out, fuck that. Put your hands up, put your hands up. Let's give it up.
Now this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me. I said this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me.
And when the night falls, loneliness calls. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel like it with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me.
Last night we let the liquor talk. I can't remember everything we said, but we said it all. You told me that you wish I was somebody you never met. But baby, baby, something's telling me this ain't over yet. No way it was our last night. No way it was our last night.
I wanna feel the need with somebody.
No way it was the last night. No way it was our last night.
That motherfucker back there is not real.
Your sky full of stars. It's all you.
With somebody who loves me. So I'll put my faith in something unknown. I'm living on nothing. But I'm tired of hope with nothing to hold. I'm living on
Yeah, bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I keep the tongue dead. Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I keep the tongue dead.
And it's hard to learn. And it's hard to learn. You're giving me such
Better than anything and everything you have done. Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I keep the tongue dead. Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I keep the tongue dead.
Take it up. Slow, steady, undress, impress. Take it up. Slow, steady, undress, success.
You got a fast car, and I wanna take it to anywhere. Maybe we make a deal. Maybe together we can get somewhere. Any place is better. Starting from zero, got nothing to lose. Maybe we'll make something. Me, myself, I got nothing to prove. I ain't proud of all the punches that I've thrown. In the name of someone I no longer know. For the shame of being young, drunk and alone. Traffic lights in the transmitter radio. So I remember when we were driving in your car. Speed so fast, it felt like I was drunk.
for you.
And I'm feeling it, I belong.
Got tired for you.
I love it. I got this feeling on the summer day when you were gone. I crashed my car into the bridge. I wiped that leg back. I threw your shit into a bag and pushed it down the stairs. I crashed my car into the bridge. I don't care. Can't you tell that I want you? I say it. I would want myself. Let me please believe it. I'll put you through hell. Just know me, yeah, yeah. So sure of yourself, baby, don't get greedy. That shit won't end well. And well.
I can't explain. I got a feeling that I can't erase. Just a feeling that I won't leave behind because it's something that it's on my mind. I guess it goes like na 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 na
I call this cappuccino. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 7 days a week. Every hour, every minute, every second, night after night. I'll be fucking you by 7 days.
Yeah, man, I need ways. Still miss hooker all day. Someday. Yeah, it hurts to say, but I want you to stay. Sometimes.
Turn on the lights. Turn on the lights. Turn on the lights.
And like your boy from Compton said, you know this dick ain't free. I got girls that I should've made pay for it. Got girls that I should've made wait for it. I got girls that I cancel a flight back home. Stay another day for it. You got attitude on nah, yeah. On agua, yeah. Stomach on flat, yeah. On what's that?
When she was just a girl, she expected the world, but it flew away from her reach, so she ran away in her sleep.
Young girl don't want that back calling me splurge. Why me jump right on the curb? Make the spring fly like a bird. Spin on the first and the third. Solid, I'm keeping my word. Can't be my equal, I don't know what you heard. Crack up the foreign, I swear. Keep me a stupid, they purge. Pour me another drink, 'cause I don't wanna feel a thing no more, hell no. I just wanna wanna sip till the pain wears off. Don't wanna think about her or wear a ring without her. Don't wanna hit the karaoke bar, can't sing without her. So make them drinks strong, cause brother, she's gone. And if I'm ever gonna move on, I'ma need some whiskey glasses, cause I don't wanna see the truth. She's probably making out on the couch right now with someone new. Yeah, I'ma need some whiskey glasses if I'm gonna make it through. I'ma be single, I'ma need a double shot of that heartbreak blues. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she precious? Less than one minute.
Ain't no love in the jungle. Ain't no love in the jungle.
Your love with me, making one as lovely as she. But isn't she lovely? Made from love.
55 burgers, 55 fries, 55 tacos!
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up, and they stay there.
Cold shoulder echoes in time. You begging me to stay till the sun rose. Strange words come on out of a grown man's mouth when his mind's broke.
And it's happened once again. I'll turn to a friend, someone that understands, sees through the master plan. But everybody's gone, and I've been here for too long to face this on my own. Well, I guess this is growing up.
Pictures in past and time. You only smile like that when you drink.
Well, I guess this is growing up.
I wish I didn't, but I do.
Well, I guess this is growing up.
I'm here without you, baby. Just still on my lonely mind. I think about you, baby, and I dream about you all the time.
Don't you open up that window. Don't you let out that antidote. Popping pills is all we know. Inhales is all we know.
Cause karma is my boyfriend. Karma is a god. Karma is the breeze in my hair on the weekend. Karma's a relaxing thought. Aren't you envious that for you it's not? Sweet like honey. Karma is a cat. Purring in my lap cause it loves me. Flexing like a goddamn acrobat. Me and karma vibe like that.
Don't go through the front door.
Cause karma is my boyfriend.
It's low key at the night show.
Cause karma is my boyfriend.
So don't you open up that window.
Cause karma is my boyfriend.
Don't you let out that antidote.
If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. If you having girl problems,
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, we are live, and we are getting ourselves ready to rock and roll. We got to turn off the music right here because things are already starting to pop on off right at this moment. Team SBET is stealing the hype. SBET is stealing the show. SBET is where all traders are currently looking at this moment. So if you guys take a look over on SBET, what is going on right here? This stock, look at it. Bang, guys. SBET is taking on off. This has been a stock that has been building on up from $8 to $10 and is now exploding up to $18 to $19. Here comes $20, $20, $21. Is there some sort of news that just came out on SBET just moments ago? Because as you guys could see, this is actually one that we alerted earlier ago, and actually just came on out with another press release, guys. 1 minute ago, SBET just came out with a $425,000 private placement. So again, we actually do have SBET just came out with news, was already the #1 top gainer on the day. Guys, this stock is exploding. Take a look over on SBET. It's going from $9 to $32. $9 to $32. Oh, baby. Welcome to the big show, traders. You wake up, ladies and gentlemen, after a Money Monday. You get yourself here on Tuesday morning, and this stock just exploded. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Now, the crazy thing is over on SBET, this stock was a top gainer already. This was a top gainer already and just went from $10 and shot all the way on up. Let's see if, guys, would anyone be interested in looking for a dip buy or bounce play? Would anyone be like, oh, Dek, hey, this stock is going crazy at this moment. Where's a dip buy and bounce? I mean, the dip buy is all the way back down to $13. I mean, Dek, where would a bounce play be? I mean, I would say, we just want to have some fun and, it's getting a little bit weaker, probably somewhere back on down towards the $19 region. We come back on down towards around $19 and we get a possible dip buy and bounce play. It's like, I wouldn't be opposed in that in any sort of way, right? Hey, maybe we could throw $2,000 over there and see if, again, we could get a nice little dip buy and bounce play off the $19 mark. Because, let's see. I would do that. I would say if SBET goes all the way back down to $19, I'd probably look for a dip buy. Now, if you're saying, Dek, why would you do that? Well, because, again, the stock just went from $10 to $35. If we can get a $16 discount dip buy, I think that could be pretty solid and pretty good. Now, again, we just came on down from $35 all the way down to $20. Are we going to keep on cracking? Do you guys think that this is just going to be a massive pump and dump? As I said, if we come back on down to $19, I'll throw in $2,000 and see if, again, we could be able to get a little bit of a dip buy and get a little bit of a bounce from there. We keep holding right around that $20 mark. We might get a little bit of a crack and go from there. But let's just stay ready here. What a way to wake up right here. What a way to see this play absolutely explode. What do we have? We just had 5K profit over on SBET. Smell the flowers up. I mean, this is what's so amazing about the stock market. This is what is so crazy about the stock market, ladies and gentlemen, is that SBET, this play here, just went from this morning. This morning it was at the price of $8. The stock started rising, moving on up, just shot up to $35. Can we play the what if game? Can we just take a second and play the what if game? What if you had an $8,000 account? You have $8,000 available to trade. And then all of a sudden you bought 1,000 shares on SBET. SBET from $8 to $35. You would have been able to make $27,000 in this morning so far. You would have been able to make $27,000 in less than 3 minutes. How incredible is that? How crazy is that? How wild is that to think about? To see how big and fast and how crazy and active these stocks move. That is what is so nuts when it comes down to stock trading. Now, Dek, I don't have, again, let's say $8,000. Okay, what if you had $4,000? $4,000, you still would have been able to make around $14,000 in profit. I mean, guys, that's pretty nuts to be thinking about. So SBET, this was obviously a crazy press release, crazy ripper and runner. And I just want to make sure that we're all set here. So what we do have at this time is seeing SBET just go on this huge rip, huge run, huge breakout at this time because it did come out with a press release. So the thing is, over on this play, for anyone who does not know, number one, SBET was already a previous top gainer on the day. It was already a previous top gainer. Now, again, after being a previous top gainer, SBET did, again, already have some hype and already have some attention behind it. And after already having that hype and already having that attention, SBET now just went on this absolutely awesome, huge spike and huge move. So it was like SBET kind of had like the perfect formula. It was a previous top gainer. Already had credibility, already had attention towards it, was already the number one top gainer, up about 60% on the morning. And then again, people were already in on SBET thinking it was going to go on a big time spike. And then just to come out with that 8 a.m. press release was just even more of a gift to say, wow, that is absolutely incredible. Wow, that is absolutely great. So man, this is where all the attention is at. This is where all the hype's at. Now, as I said, I put in $2,000 at, again, the price of $19 to see if it ever came on down, getting a little bit of a dip buy and go from there. Unfortunately, it did not get filled. You guys can see my position boxes right here. Did not get filled, so I am not in on that in any sort of way at this moment. I would still, again, I was looking for SBET, again, that $19 area, came back on down to $20, came on down to like $19.99, and then again, got that little bounce play and started moving its way back on up. Now, the big thing is, traders, everyone always asks the questions. They always say, well, Dek, how do you find these plays so quickly? How do you get involved in these plays so quickly? Well, SBET, for anyone who does not know, there was a few ways that you could have gotten in on this play before 8 a.m. That was number one. Look at previous top gainers, right? SBET is already a previous top gaining play. SBET, for anyone who does not know, was the number 2 top gainer over on Friday. So if you do not write down the top gainers, this was the number 2 top gainer on Friday. As you could see, a very nice green candle right here. It had a 78% spike. So what I do every single morning, for anyone who does not know, is I always go over here to the news alerts over on Fox Runner, and then I just scroll all the way to the bottom, and they always have all the previous top gainers. So what do we have right here? Friday's top gainers, SBET. So there's SBET, Friday's top gainers. I'm always aware of all the previous top gainers. Now, what else did we have here this morning? We can also scroll on up. And what time was this at? This is at 7 in the morning here. 7:12 in the morning. It says SBET, no news as of now, but a previous top gainer, now up 64%. Under 1 million in float and climbing. Now, again, this was an hour ago. An hour ago. It says all eyes at 7 a.m. this morning on the previous top gainer, SBET, which is already up 64% this morning just for momentum. What traders really love about this play? A float that's under 471,000. Lower the float, the faster the stock can spike. Anything under 5 million is considered a low float. And number 2, being a previous top gainer. It just shows that this stock has credibility. Keep this stock on high alert this morning for a potential move to $15 if buying volume continues to move in on this play. Guys, SBET was at $11 right here. You could see how SBET only $11. It was a previous top gainer, did not have any sort of news, up 64%, has a low float, being a top gainer. People are going to look at it. And again, they were saying if it was going to get some hype, we were thinking about $15. This was at an hour ago at 7:12 a.m. Now take a look. SBET is not at $15. It's going all the way up to $35. So we could see how we get all this hype and momentum here. Now you could see this came on out at 8:06. SBET, massive spike after our earlier alert, $425,000 private placement in Ethereum treasury strategy. Now that's big, guys. Ethereum treasury strategy. What is this? Well, traders, for anyone who does not know, for anyone who has not been here, for anyone that's been living underneath a rock, for anyone who has not been trading with, again, our community over on Tradecaster, you already know, traders. What is it? We know that crypto has been very hot when you again have turned in, when basically stocks have turned from we are going to be a good credible company to now being a crypto reserve company. Now, what do I mean by that? Traders, let's take a look. And before I even go any farther on this, if you guys are excited about today, if you guys are gaining value out of today, if you guys are ready to rock and roll, all I ask is for one thing only. Smash that thumbs on up over on the YouTube. Guys, I want to be going live on YouTube all week before we get ready for our shorting account, our big account, going back to $30,000 account. So again, if you guys want to show some support, smash that thumbs on up over on the YouTube channel right now. Keep that chat going, ask questions, participate. I love it, guys. I feed off your enthusiasm. I feed off your energy. I feed off the excitement. So make sure that you guys are all set, ready to rock here. Now, with that being stated across the board, let's go ahead and break this on down. All right. For anyone who does not know, JNVR, we're going way back. Okay. We are going way back a little bit right now. But let me again show you exactly what we have right here. Team, for anyone who is, I'm just going to say misguided, for anyone who does not know at this moment, there is one way that these stocks have been going absolutely crazy. There has been one hot trend in the microcap world in 2025 so far, and that is when a regular stock becomes some sort of crypto reserve, where basically these companies are using the MicroStrategy company, MSTR. You know MicroStrategy, MSTR, where we have Michael Saylor says, hey, we are going to take all the profits from our company and we are going to put them into Bitcoin. Now, investors essentially buy MSTR, MicroStrategy, as a way to invest into Bitcoin. They say, we don't care about MicroStrategy's profits. We don't care about the earnings reports. We don't care about anything other than we know that this is going to follow Bitcoin in some sort of manner. Then we had about 2 months ago, JNVR. It says crypto leaders now invest into JNVR and they are going to be buying some sort of cryptocurrency. What the cryptocurrency JNVR was Solana. Remember, they had about 5 different crypto leaders buy Solana, and everyone said, ooh, JNVR is now a safe way to be able to buy Solana. Again, not really. It's not really buying Solana, but it's going to follow Solana's movement. So JNVR did that. Now look what happened. JNVR went crazy. We also saw some big spikes over on CEP. CEP said, hey, we are going to do that. We're not going to, again, be focusing on our business. We're going to take all of our business profits and put it over into Bitcoin. Then people said, ooh, CEP is a new way to invest into Bitcoin. Again, it's not really investing into Bitcoin, but we know if they take all their profits and put it into Bitcoin, it's going to have some sort of correlation. So we've had JNVR, we've had CEP, we've had MSTR, we've had a plethora of others. And now guess what's happening today? We come on over to SBET, and SBET says we are going to take $425 million to initiate an Ethereum treasury strategy. What does that mean? That's the same strategy as MSTR, as CEP, as JNVR, where we are going to take a huge sum of money and we are going to put it into cryptocurrency. And now again, if you want to invest into Ethereum and you don't want to open up some sort of wallet, cold wallet, hot wallet, I don't know how to invest in a cryptocurrency. So you know what? You can just invest into SBET. That's what they want to be. They want to be an outlet. Do you guys like Ethereum and you don't want to go through the hassle of opening all these weird crypto accounts? Ooh, that's sketchy. You don't want to do that? Hey, just go ahead and invest into SBET. And guess what happens with SBET now? Now it's absolutely exploding. We haven't seen like a very kind of smooth trend so far in 2025 like we saw in 2023 and 2024 with AI. You say the word AI, guess what happens? Everything explodes. Right back in like 2020, 2019, you could say the word EVs and everything explodes. Well, right now it's basically been, if you are a regular micro cap play, a stock that's $10 and below, and you say, we're going to take all of our money and we're going to put them into a random cryptocurrency. I don't care if that's Solana, if that's XRP, if that's Bitcoin, if that's whatever, we're going to put it in there. Guess what happened? That stock explodes. Now, it's not just going to explode and hold forever. Some of them have. Like, CEP has been holding very well, right? JNVR has been holding very well. MSTR right now is, again, building itself back on up very well. And now SBET, again, going on this very large spike all the way up to $22 right here, still holding pretty well. But the thing is, it's high risk. But I want you guys to be aware of this. I want you guys to be seeing this. I want you guys to be able to say to yourself, wow, okay, this is absolutely crazy. So what's the best thing that you guys can do at this moment? The best thing that you guys can do at this moment is to go over to your Fox Runner News Scanner, go to all news right here. Then what I want you guys to do is click the keywords tab right here. So what the keywords tab is, for anyone who does not know, is you guys can actually see right here, there are certain, I'm going to make myself a little bit smaller here for a second. So right here, as you guys can see, there are certain words or, certain highlighted lines. Now, what are these highlighted lines from? Well, again, you can be able to type out the keywords you want, such as quantum. I like, again, seeing quantum press releases, or when I see a word agreement, or again, if I see the word partnership. And these are the ones that are going to be highlighted for me. So the moment they come on out, we'll be all set ready to go to see them. So my favorite words at this time are going to be words in gold. Okay. So again, these are some of my favorite words to look at. So I am going to put crypto in gold. I'm going to just, put it maybe as a little money sign, right? So let's put a little money face right here. Let's change this on out. Let's put that in gold. Crypto. Now that's a gold press release. Now let's also put Ethereum. Okay. Just because Ethereum right now getting a lot of hype, we could put Solana, right? So let's again type in Ethereum at this moment. ETHEREUM. Ethereum. Let's put that in gold. And let's go ahead and put some superstars right here. Put that on over right there. Let's put Solana, right? That's a good thing. Let's put this as like a little rocket ship because, you know, we're just seeing a lot of these crypto coins go on big time rip and runs. Put that on over. Awesome. Now, what is this going to do for us now? So from now on, whenever any single press release comes on out with crypto, with Ethereum, with Solana, guess what's going to happen? It's going to be highlighted in gold for us. So if we scroll on down at this moment, traders, guess what we now have, right? SBET. SBET is now highlighted in gold for us because we have the word Ethereum here. So now it says, hey, $425 million going into Ethereum treasury strategy. We know that crypto plays have been very hot. We know that crypto plays have been getting a lot of attention. We know crypto plays, we want to try to find the next big spike that looks just like this. So again, the best thing that we could possibly do is be prepared for it. So how do we be prepared? Well, ladies and gentlemen, right? If you want to, go ahead, turn off all the keywords. Isn't it difficult to find what's the best hot keyword right here? Isn't it difficult to find, okay, hey, what's the best, what's the best strategy? These all look the same. I want to have things that pop out to me that tell me what is the best of the best. What is the best press release of the morning? And wouldn't it be nice if, again, I could go ahead and be able to say, okay, hey, what's the best press release of the morning right here? And now I have all the words that I like: positive, drug trials, top line data, Solana, Ethereum, crypto. Turn those on right here. And now we are going to have the answers given to us. 8 o'clock, Ethereum strategy. It's highlighted in gold. It makes it easy for me to look at. So just a little heads on up, the strategy that I use just over on my Fox Runner account is I always do gold is my favorite. Positive, top of the line, breakthrough, groundbreaking success, crypto, Ethereum, Solana, quantum computing's hot. Then again, I have some other keywords. I kind of do like pink and blue, and you can rank them in your mind or pick whatever color you want. And then I also have words I hate. I have the word potential. Oh, we might potentially do well. Maybe, upcoming, meeting, an offering. And those are the ones I haven't read. Those are the ones I just say, hey, short them, stay away from them, don't get involved in them. So whenever I see like something in red, okay, hey, we have an annual meeting coming on up. I don't care about an annual meeting coming on up. I want things right now. Okay, we have an upcoming investor conference. I don't care about this. So not only do I use this to find, again, great hot keywords, I also, again, use it to be able to have red X's on the ones that I don't want. So this is, again, just a little heads on up how I find all the hottest press releases right away. If that's A, just by looking at the news alerts right here, or if that's B, by, again, just going through this and, again, typing in the hottest keywords. So, again, I just don't miss anything like SBET right here. So guys, that is absolutely great, absolutely awesome. I just want to make sure that everyone is understanding that, just because so many people ask me every single day, Dek, how do you find the best play? How do you find the best mover? How do you find the best rip? And I just want to make sure, of course, if you guys have, again, used Fox Runner, you guys are using it right. All right. Also, a little heads on up. If you guys are watching on YouTube, you guys can get a free 30-day pass over to Fox Runner over in the description below. Make sure you guys go ahead and check that on out. But I can also post the link for you guys so that you guys are all set, ready to rock. Now, but I just wanted to kind of be crystal clear on how I'm able to do that, right? Crystal clear on what I'm looking at. Crystal clear on how I'm getting myself involved over on these plays. All right? So SBET, not too bad, not too shabby so far. All right here, ladies and gentlemen, let's make sure that we're all good, ready to rock. I do want to throw this out here, though, just a little heads on up here, traders. This morning, I got an email, to my email saying, oh, your email address has been changed over on X. I didn't change my email address. So like my email address was changed over in like India. So the thing is, my Twitter or my X has been like slightly compromised. I'm trying to fix it. I'm trying to get everything all set. But for some reason, and again, God forbid, all of a sudden over on my Twitter, some random tweets come on out, or some random inappropriate picture or something like that. I don't know. I'm just saying, I just want to throw that out there. That's not me. So for some reason, if, again, God forbid, my account ever kind of got fully hacked by any sort of means, please do not think that is me in any sort of way. I'm trying to take care of it with X at this moment, trying to make sure that my account is secure and I have full access, and whoever is trying to hack it does not. But I do just want to kind of throw that out there, that, obviously, if there's any sort of outlandish post or anything like that, obviously it's not me in any sort of way. So let's make sure that we're all set, ready to rock and roll, and getting ourselves prepared for an amazing day ahead. Guys, I am so excited. I'm so excited. See where this buying volume is going to take us. I'm so excited for today. I'm so excited for this week. So guys, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a game plan. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of an update. I want to give you guys a little bit of a heads on up on what I'm thinking throughout this entire week. We only have, again, because we just had Memorial Day, so we're going to say Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So again, we got 4 days here, traders. Now, For anyone who does not know what's coming on up, we are doing something that we have not done in a very long time. All right. And let me make myself a little bit bigger here once again. All right. We are doing something that we have not done in a very long time. And the time is finally coming. As you guys know, back in 2021, I made the most money that I have ever made in stock trading. I was able to make $552,000 in a 12-month period. Now, how was I able to do that? I was able to do that by trading stocks just like SBET today. Stocks that are low floats, come out with hot news, go on massive spikes, and then come crashing all the way back on down. If you want to make big money in the stock market, there are really about 3 different ways. Number 1, you find the hot news first, you jump in, you ride the momentum to the upside. Number 2, you realize that you're slightly late to the play and you short it back on down, betting that the stock is going to fall. And number 3 is you wait for the stock to fall and then you get a dip buy. The issue is the majority of stock traders always see a stock on a very big spike. They get FOMO, fear of missing out. They end up buying at the top. The stock dumps on them. They end up taking a very big loss. They get out. Then the stock goes on a dip buy and they get even more emotional. Does that sound like you're trading? So what we're doing starting up next week is we are going back to a $30,000 trading account. I am going back to the strategy that has made me the most amount of money that I have ever made in 2021, buying hot news and shorting them back on down to the ground. Let's remember this, guys, that 99% of small microcap plays are non-credible companies. These are companies that are not profitable yet. These are companies that are on the stock market that are sub $15. These are companies that are trying to find their way, and 99% of them are going to fade and fall over time. Whenever stocks go on very big rips and runs and spikes, 99% of them are going to come crashing right back on down. I've been trading now for a little over 10 years, and I probably have maybe seen 1 to 2 plays actually go from a smaller microcap play and turn into something great. Like Palantir has been a great investment. That stock was back down to $7, $10, and is now over $100. Sure, it does happen, but I'm going to give you the hard truth right now, the reality of stock trading. When you are a trader, when you are actually trying to make money in this market, you need to realize that this is just a greedy area where all it is every single morning people wake up, they find the hottest news, stocks go on a very big spike, people jump in, try to make their money, they dump off their shares, and the stock comes crashing all the way back on down. The day trading world is a world of, again, first come, first serve. You see a hot press release, you jump in, you make your money, and again, once you make your money, you sell it on off. Guys, that's what day trading is. Now, yes, there's always going to be winners and there's always going to be losers. But if you are a person that's jumping in on these plays late and holding them on up, you are most likely going to be taking the biggest losses. I want you guys to change your mindset right now and say, all right, the way we are going to make money, get in first or get in last. What do I mean by get in last? Is we are shorting at the top. If you are a person that's always buying at the very top and the stock falls on you, if you are always buying in and the stock always reverses, if you're looking around and you're saying to yourself, how the heck is it every single time I buy a play, it falls on me? You are probably an excellent shorter. Now, for anyone who does not know, I have been working with a few different brokers, guys. I have heard out a few different brokers so far. I've probably, no lie, meetings of probably 5 different brokers. Where again, I've said to each one, I want to be able to have short locates on every single stock that we possibly can have. That means I want to be able to short every single play. If you cannot allow me to short every single play, I don't want to use you. Number 2, I want to be able to give everyone who follows me free access to your platform. Number 3, I want to be able to make sure that our members have discounts to your platform. Number 4, I want to make sure that we have something more than just a normal person. So, I am still, again, on the final few meetings here, but I will make sure that whatever broker we use, we can short nearly every single play out there. Number 2, you guys are going to be getting free platform access. And number 3, you guys will be getting some sort of like discount, 50% off everything. So I am going the extra mile to make sure that when we do this shorting challenge together, when we go back to our large account, when I'm trying to make as much money as I made in 2021, we're doing it right. There's no excuses if we fail. There's no excuses. I am live streaming all $30,000 every single day. I'm trading multiple times per day. I'm making sure I'm making the best deal with a broker that's going to give us short. So again, there's never a play that we cannot short. And I want to make sure that every single person that's following is having the same exact access that I have to plays. Not I have more money, oh, I can do this. Not, ooh, my broker is better than yours, you can't do this. I want to make sure every single one of us is all on the same playing field. So if I'm trading, you can trade. If you can trade, I can trade. We can all do the same exact things together. That is so important to me because as a mentor, as someone that's live streaming, as someone who's teaching, as someone who's going over absolutely everything with you, I want to make sure that every single person here can say, hey, I couldn't do that on my broker. Oh, no, that's not the way we're doing it. We're doing it together. This is a community. If you guys are brand new to the community listening and watching right now, this is not something where it's like, oh, Sean Dekmar leads and everyone else is behind me. That's not the way we do things around here. I want you side by side with me. I want us, again, moving forward together. I want you to be better than me. That's what I want. So I want to give you every tool I possibly can to be successful. So guys, this whole entire week, I want to, again, get prepared. I want to prep it on up. I want to, again, make sure that we get our final deal on our broker account. And then, of course, next week, we'll have our starting date, if that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and we are going back to a large trading account. So get excited. If you guys are fired up about that, smash that thumbs on up right now. Let me see you over in the chat. Let's get over 100 likes right now over on the YouTube stream so that we're all set, ready to rock and roll. So, man, I am jacked on up. So, guys, it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting, and we are going to be all set, ready to go. So, again, we are going to, I got like two brokers that like really want to kind of help everyone out here. Because again, whoever broker I choose, I know everyone's going to use them. And the thing is, team, as I said, I am only using a broker that's giving you guys 50% off everything, and we can short every single stock. I said those are my two requirements. You give us massive discounts for everything, and also, again, we can be able to short 99% of stocks. The last thing I ever want to do is be able to say, guys, let's go short SBET, and there's no shorts available. The last thing I ever want to do is say, oh, Dek, I want to short SBET, but it's too expensive. I don't want that. So I, again, have made it clear. I said, if we again use you, we need to be able to short plays. We need to be able to get after these plays. We want to be able to, again, make this money. So definitely very important that we are all set, ready to go. I'm going to be giving you guys an answer coming on up here very soon. So I'm pumped. I'm ready to go. I'm excited. I'm excited for this day. I'm excited for this week. And also, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to take one more second and just say, again, take off the hat out of respect. Happy Memorial Day. Thank you for every single person who has served our country, and thank you for every single person that you may know that has given their life for this country. So again, thank you so much. If I did not tell you on Friday, I want to tell you right now, happy Memorial Day, and thank you for every single person who has served. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys had an absolutely incredible moment, incredible day, an incredible Monday to be able to take off, to be able to celebrate Memorial Day, celebrate again the ones who gave their lives for this country. And again, thank you so much for everyone who's part of the military and who has served in the past. So guys, happy Memorial Day to all. And now it's time to really get back after it. Now it's time to get back to work. Now it's time to, of course, see what this week can bring us. So what is this week going to bring us? What is this week going to have in store for us? Right now it is SBET. Now let's again talk about, actually, hold on a second. It's already 8:30. 8:30 is coming on up, traders. We have 1 minute until the 8:30 press release wave. All eyes on the news scanner. All eyes on the news scanner, guys. If I see anything spiking, ripping, running, taking on off, I will again definitely tell you about it right here. So everyone keep your eyes on the news scanner. Let's watch to see if we get any other hot crypto news coming on out. Okay, let's see if we get any other hot crypto news coming on out at the time of 8:30. That's 30 seconds away. And we'll be all set here. So we might get a possible another rip, just like SBET. It could be. So again, if you see like an XRP treasury for $400 million, if you see stock XYZ is taking $20 million and investing it in a Solana, we might see another somewhat similar type of rip here. Watch your cryptocurrency plays so that you guys are all set, ready to go. So 8:30 here, guys. Let's get ourselves ready to rock. Let's see what we can do. All eyes on the scanners. All eyes, making sure that we're ready to go. Here we go, traders. 8:30. News is coming on out. News comes out at, again, if you don't know, 7 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock, 8:30, and a little bit at 9 o'clock. But notice how, again, news is starting to come on out right now. Positive phase 1 drug results over on PALI. Little heads on up. PALI, positive phase 1 drug results. We also do have Solana, DEFT. We do have Solana news on DEFT. Says, again, DFT reaffirms U.S. $201 million revenue guidance, maintains positions in largest institutional asset manager of Solana. So DEFT, keep that on your back burner right now. Does have a cryptocurrency. Does not have any buying volume right now. But again, just be aware of it. It's not spiking right now. It's not going on a big rip right now. But I would at least, again, rather tell you guys. What do I always say? When I was a little kid, my dad would always say, Sean, bring a coat. If it's hot out, you can always put a coat down to the side. Nothing worse is being cold and not having a coat. Have it, put it down to the side if you don't need it, right? Same exact thing with DEFT. DFT, be aware of it. If the stock doesn't spike, put it off to the side. If it does spike, you can be aware of it. So again, well, at least we have a little bit of something that we can continue to watch, but DEFT right now, not doing anything at this moment. A coat, a jacket, whatever, a hoodie. Let's see here, team. Anything going nuclear at this time? Anything going on a big spike? Anything going on a big play here? ZENA had a quantum press release. I'm kind of just looking around right now, trying to stay alert and trying to stay ready on every single sense. And if there's nothing spiking at 8:30, that's absolutely A-okay. Don't got to put ourselves in any sort of bad position. Don't got to put ourselves in any sort of bad play. I think, we might be good. We might be good here, traders. I don't think there's anything too big at 8:30. Seems like SBET is still the number one play by far. So SBET is number one play by far. Traders, let's actually go ahead and take a look over on the S&P 500, though. S&P 500, for anyone who does not know, also a little side note, ALTS just came out with a press release. Guys, ALTS says launches Lightning Network integration on instant Bitcoin and Tether payments on partnership with Voltage. So we are having the word Bitcoin. We are having the word partnership. So cryptocurrencies and a partnership. We could have a little bit of hype coming in on ALTS. Again, same exact thing with DEFT. Might not get hype, but let's just be aware of it. So ALTS, let's just be aware of it. Keep that on watch. I'm going to put ALTS on the top level too, just in case that starts getting any sort of buying volume. Now, for anyone who has not realized or has not noticed, the S&P 500 traders did have a massive gap up. It went from 579 and spiked up to 588. Why? Why in the world are we having almost a $10 gap up over on the S&P 500? Traders, right now the S&P 500 is up over 500, or excuse me, the Dow is up over 500 points. The SPY is up 1.5%. We're almost making back all of last week's losses in one morning. Does anyone know why? Guys, scroll on down here. What does it have? It says EU, Europe tariffs are pushed back until July 9th. So US President Donald Trump agreed to delay imposing a 50% tariff on European goods until July 9th. I agreed to the extension of July 9th. It was my privilege to do so. What do we have here? It said she needed until July 9th to reach a good deal. So basically, team, what has been the word of fear in 2025? The word of fear in 2025 has been the word tariff. If you say tariffs are going to affect, the markets drop. If you say we have 100% tariffs, the market drops. If you say we are going to tariff stock XYZ or this country, the stock, or again, that country, obviously the markets drop. Now, what do we have? Good news. Well, traders, it had good news the other week when it says the United States and the United Kingdom has come to an agreement. Perfect. We have seen, hey, we're going to be making a 90-day break with China before, again, we start doing negotiations. Great. Guess what we have right here? EU, Europe, tariffs are getting pushed back until July 9th. Okay, great. Why is this good? This is good so we don't just turn into an all-out trade war, which everyone thought was going to happen about a month and a half ago. About a month and a half ago, fear was at a high. At a month and a half ago, everyone was nervous we're going to drop into a recession. A month and a half ago, everyone is fearful on every single day. Oh my, things are about to start falling apart. But now, hey, we're pushing this back. We're pushing this back. We're making a deal over here. We're pushing this back. So we've made a few deals and we pushed ones back that we haven't made deals on. So it's not like we're just taxing people right away. We're not doing tariffs right away. We're not doing anything crazy right away. We're going to have 90 days, 2 months, 60 days, whatever, to be able to, again, renegotiate, to be able to talk and try to come to an agreement. Not just by saying, you do this now, or again, we do this. You do this. And people like that. People like how there's more easing into it. People like how there's more confidence. People like how there's more time. And people like to see that there's progression and not just, again, slapping on tariffs. So, as you guys can obviously realize, The S&P 500 had this massive monster sell-off. Now again, we're all the way back up, trying to get back up towards 600. We know 600 is going to be difficult to break above. It doesn't matter, guys. 600 is going to be very difficult to break through, to stay above, to rip and run, to spike and climb. It will not be easy to break through that 600 level at all. But the thing is, team, once we get back above 600, I mean, this market could absolutely explode. Once we get back above 600, we are going to be feeling absolutely fantastic in every single way, right? So, Dek, are you going to add any sort of long-term investments right now? I am not. I'm not adding any sort of long-term investments. You guys already know where I've been sitting. I bought in at the lowest point on April 7th, right? I've showed you guys this a bajillion times, but, I am just sitting over on all of those plays at this time. Nothing else I'm doing. No reason for me to jump on in with anything else. Right now, over on all those plays, guys, I'm absolutely crushing it. I'm making so much money over on these bottom plays that I'm feeling so good and so fantastic. I've gone over this. I've shown you guys my live P&Ls, getting in on, again, Monday, April 7th. And again, all my plays, I, again, have a lot of the Mag 7s. I don't have Tesla. I don't have Google at this time. I've gotten rid of Tesla and Google. But other than that, S&P 500, beautiful, right? VST, beautiful. Palantir, beautiful. Bros, beautiful. Meta, beautiful. Netflix, beautiful. Amazon, beautiful. Every single one of these plays. Just again, type in April 7th. That's the day I bought in. April 7th, the day that I'm in. Everything else has been up 20, 30, 40%. Right? So it's been absolutely great so far on all my long-term investments and what I've done. All right. Now, traders, let's see. Let's see what we have here coming on up next. It's really, if you guys are asking, Dek, what should we be focusing on in pre-market? SBET is by far the number one play right now. SBET, by far the number one stock. Let's actually just switch this on out, though. Let's go over to our news here, traders. Let's get rid of everything. Let's go over to turn off the float. I'm going to turn off the float here. Then on top of that, I'm going to go to change percentage. So if I go to change percentage right here, we can clearly see what's the number one top gainer on the day. Let me again make myself a little bit tiny so you guys can see everything. These are filtered out right now by best spikers of the day. Obviously, number one on top of the board, SBET. But then we drop all the way down towards 18%. Ugh. Guys, it's not really like, when we're taking a look at top gainers with news right here, top gainers with news are filing. It's SBET up 258%. That's the clear-cut winner, obviously, right? And then it goes to 19%. Then it goes to 10%, right? When it takes a look at top gainers right here, we have SBET, and then we have WRX, FAS. These stocks do not have any sort of news. So we do have a lot of top gainers, guys, little heads on up, but not every single one has news here. SBET has news, but WRX doesn't have news, FAS doesn't have news, EJH doesn't have news, and we're just looking at the stocks with news. You can click right here. These are the ones with news, and again, these are the ones right here that, of course, definitely have more credibility, but the only one that is looking really good is, of course, SBET. So SBET, by far the best one, but let's not forget there is WRX, there is FAS. These are plays, of course, that we definitely want to continue to keep our eyes peeled on and just be watching to see if those get any sort of buying volume behind them in any sort of way. So just always like to double check that over on SBET, making sure that we're all set, ready to rock and roll. I always like to make sure I'm never missing a play. Nothing's worse than, again, missing a play because you're just fully unaware of it. Being unaware of, again, what stock is ripping and running, that's, again, what makes me angry as a stock trader. Oh, I didn't even know that was spiking. I can deal with seeing a stock come out with hot news and maybe me not buying it in time and then it rips and runs. At least I saw it. At least I'm prepared for it. At least I can go ahead and say, oh, I'll nail the next one. But it does get me a little frustrated when all of a sudden something spikes and I'm not aware of it. I didn't see it on my Foxrunner scanner. I didn't see it over on my Trade Idea scanner. I didn't see it over on my Lightspeed scanners. I didn't see it on anything. And then I say, why the heck is this spiking? How did this slip by me? So I want to make sure every single time I trade, every single time I trade, I never again let something slip by me. I always like to, even if I miss it, which is fine, I'm going to miss a million plays in my lifetime. I always like to be aware of it. I always like to know why it spiked. I always like to try to grasp it so I can find the next one. Reese, that's a funny shirt. Reese says, Dek, I survived the Trump recession, 4-7 to 4-9. So what, 2 days? That's basically what it was. So far, the Trump recession, if we want to take a look at it, the Trump recession was about 3 days long. I would say, hey, if we want to be a little bit more realistic, it was from, again, probably, 4-4, came on down to April 7th, and then right back on up to, the 15th. It was probably about a week long, okay? The Trump recession was more like a week long, okay? So I wouldn't say 2 days. I would say, again, give it 5 days. 5 days, a little bit more realistic. Right now, SPY starting to slightly get a small drop, a small fade right here. And let's see what we can do. Right now, JTAI watching. Nope, HOLO. WRX, SBET. SBET, I like the bull flag pattern. Bull flag pattern setting itself on up, getting ready to rock here. 8:41 in this market, trader. So we got a little bit of time right now. We got a little bit of time. We got a little bit of action. We got a little bit of opportunity behind us. It really comes on down to SBET is going to be the next chance, and then we'll be all set, ready to rock and roll. Nothing else we need at this moment. Traders, this is where I'm at this time. I want everyone, give yourself a quick little 15-minute break. We're going to jump back on the mic right before 9 a.m., and we're going to go for a good hour and a half, 2 hours of talking, trading, and making sure that everyone is all set and all prepared. So if you guys are fired up for today, make sure, again, you show me in the chat. If you guys are fired up today, make sure you guys drop a GIF. If you guys are fired up for today, make sure you guys smash that thumbs on up over on YouTube. If you guys are fired up for this entire week, fired up for the large account trading, fired up for everything that we have going on, make sure you guys are getting ready to bring the heat. So, guys, everyone take a quick little 10-minute breather. Get your final little, again, cup of coffee in. Use the bathroom, walk the dog, kiss the wife, whatever you got to do. And make sure that you guys are fired up, ready to rock and roll. We are so excited for today. I cannot wait to see what this week brings us. And we got some big things coming on up. It is time for us to crush it. It is time for us to party. It is time for us to be able to make that big time profit. Let's crush it this week, and let's get ready for, again, an amazing, amazing new challenge coming on up. I'll see everyone back here in a little bit. Let's get ready to rock and roll. 10 minutes, and we're going to be kicking off this day live. I'll see you guys back in about 10 minutes.
You can kiss my whole asshole. If you don't like the lyrics, you can press fast forward. Got beef with radio, if I don't play their show, they don't play my hits.
I get this feeling, and every time we kiss, I swear I could fly. Can't you feel my heart beat fast? I want this to last. Need you by my side. 'Cause every time we touch, I feel the static. And every time we kiss, I reach for the sky. Can't you hear my heart beat so? I can't let you go. Want you in my life.
I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me. 'Cause I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me.
Could you whisper in my ear the things you wanna feel? I'll give you anything to feel it coming. Do you wake up alone? I wonder where you are. I live with all your thoughts. I wanna wake up where you are. I won't say anything at all. So I don't
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll choke you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I can live in Detroit like a skiller, baby.
Can I take that?
It feels like I can see the sands on the horizon every time you are not around. Slowly drifting away, wave after wave, wave after wave, slowly drifting.
Even though we're going through it and it makes you feel alone, just know that I would die for you. Baby, I would die for you. Yeah.
If only I could stop the sunrise, we could lay here all night. If only I could learn to freeze down and hold you forever. If only I had one more day, I love you 25/8. If only I could stop the sunrise, we could lay here all night. If only I could learn to freeze down and hold you forever.
Baby, I would die for you. Baby, I would die for you.
Yeah. If only I.
never wide enough, baby.
If you need me, call me. No matter where you are, no matter how far.
Don't worry, baby.
Just call my name. I'll be there in a hurry. You don't have to worry. You don't have to worry. You don't have to worry. You don't have to worry.
Ooh, this shit be hitting different.
I'm a fucking walking paradox. No, I'm not a Jason's with a fucking triceratops. Reptar, rapping as I'm mocking death rock stars. Wearing synthetic wigs made of hand wash, dreadlocks, bedrock, harder than a motherfucking Flintstone. Making crack rocks out of pussy nigga fish bones. This nigga Jasper tryna get grown. About 5'7" of this bitches in my bedroom.
Baby, you my everything. You all I ever wanted. We could do it real big, bigger than you ever done it. You be up on everything. Other hoes ain't never on it. I want this forever. I swear I could spend whatever on it. Cause she hold me down every time I hit up. When I get right, I promise that we gon' live it up. She made me beg for it till she give it up. And I say the same thing every single time.
Well, I'm running down the road trying to loosen my load. I got 7 women on my mind. 4 that wanna own me, 2 that wanna stone me, 1 so she's a friend of mine.
I say you the fucking best, you the fucking best, you the fucking best, you the fucking best, you the best I ever had, best I ever had, best I ever had, best I ever had.
Take it easy, take it easy.
You the fucking best, you the fucking best, you the fucking best, you the fucking best.
Said my niggas don't dance, he just pull up a pants and do the rock away. Now lean back, lean back, lean back, come on. I said my niggas don't dance, he just pull up a pants and do the rock away. Come on, now lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back, come on, lean back.
Escape me. Escape me. Bottles under tires. But if I escape what if I escape
Spots on my over the sea. I sat at a party smoking in car with you. 7 Nation Army fighting at the bar with you. Say that I'm sorry, tell me what I do. 'Cause I can't go. It's a chemical. No, I can't go. It's a chemical.
Waiting on the world to change. Keep on waiting. Waiting on the world to change. One day our generation is gonna rule the population. We keep on waiting. Waiting on the world to change.
Watch me dance, dance the night away. My heart could be burning, but you won't see it on my face. Watch me dance, dance the night away. I'll still keep the party running. I want it out of place. I want to love you, pretty young thing. You need some loving, then a love and care, and I'll take it there, girl. Every romance shakes and it bends, don't give a damn. When the night's here, I don't do tears, baby, no chance. I want to love you, pretty young thing. You need some loving.
The Fitness Gram Pacer Test.
Hey girl, like a belly
yeah, yeah. I'm too sexy for this girl, too sexy for your girl, too sexy for this world, too sexy for this ice, too sexy for that job, yeah, yeah.
Okay, alright, that's fine. I'm
Too sexy for this chain, too sexy for your game, too sexy for this fame, yeah, yeah. I'm too sexy for the trap, too sexy for that job, too sexy for that job, yeah, yeah.
Did a lot of shit just to live this here lifestyle. Came straight from the bottom to the top of my lifestyle. Did a lot of shit just to live this here lifestyle. Came straight from the bottom to the top of my lifestyle.
Lifestyles of the rich and the famous. They're always complaining, always complaining. If money is such a problem, well, they got mansions. Think we should rob them.
My life be like, yeah. My life be like, yeah. My life be like.
Lifestyles of the rich and the famous. They're always complaining, always complaining.
This is how we do it. It's Friday night, and I feel alright. The party's here on the west side, so I reach for my 40 and I turn it up. Designated driver, take the keys to my truck. Hit the shawl cause I'm faded. Honey's in the streets, say money, yo, we made it.
Baby, it's 3 a.m. I must be lonely. She says, baby, well, I can't help but be scared of it all sometimes. And the rain's gonna wash away, I believe it.
I'm kind of buzzed and it's all because this is how we do it. South Central does it like nobody does. This is how we do it.
She says, baby,
This is how we do it.
she says, baby.
A carrot.
Oh, please, that's an objectionable vegetable.
I'm your biggest fan. I'll follow you until you love me. Paparazzi, baby, there's no other superstar. You know that I'll be your paparazzi.
Another load on my tears being used all on another load on my tears being used all. I run the car, see you on TV. Sunset shit done changed ever since we was on. I dreamed it all ever since I was young. They said I will be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Work so hard for the whole true vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. I wanna cry and I wanna love. My tears.
My dick cost a late night fee. Yo dick got the HIV. My dick plays on the double feature screen. Yo dick went straight to DVD.
My dick, bigger than a bridge. Yo dick, look like a little kid's. My dick, large like the Chargers, the whole team. Yo shit look like you 14.
My dick locked in a cage, right? Yo dick suffer from stage fright. My dick so hot and stolen. Yo dick look like Gary Coleman. My dick pink and big. Yo dick stinks like shit. My dick got a Caesar do. Yo dick needs a tweezer, dude.
I've been traveling on this road too long. Just trying to find my way back home. The old me is dead and gone, dead and gone. I'm more than a bird, I'm more than a plane, I'm more than some pretty face beside a train, and it's not easy to be me. And oh, I've been traveling on this road too long.
Look, if you had one shot, would you capture it or just let it slip?
Yo. His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud, he opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking how? Everybody's choking now. The clock's run out, time's up, over, plow. Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes rabbit. He choke. He's so mad, but he won't give up. That is he know. He won't have it. He knows his whole back to these ropes. It don't matter. He's dope. He knows that, but he's broke. He's so stacked, but he knows when he goes back to this mobile home. That's when it's back to the lab again, yo. This old rhapsody better go capture this moment and hope it don't pass. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot, do not miss a chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself.
Bobby is free.
Bitch, I'm stylish. Black top, big t-shirt, really ice. Watch on my wrist, but I want that dice. Niggas talk crazy when I pull up in sight. Mile high, run that shit back, bitch, I'm stylish. Black top, big t-shirt, really ice. Watch on my wrist, but I want that dice. Niggas talk crazy when I pull up in sight. Hey, mile high, fuck up, hey.
I won't let your love ever go to waste. I won't ever do that to you. You're always the start of my better days. Your gravity is pulling me through. Tell me that you know that. Tell me that you.
So many people are willing to learn how to trade stocks, but are simply just unsuccessful at it. It's not that you're a bad trader. I'm up $953, $879, $1,300!
When people come up to me and they say, Dek, I'm just not a good stock trader, there's a whole bunch of baloney.
Oh my goodness, I just made $30,000. You guys want to see a show today? 20 grand in a day so far.
You know why I make so much money shorting? Because the answers are given to me.
$37,000.
We're currently up 23,000, 24,000 right now.
Let's go! This is high risk, high reward. Let's go, baby! Let's go! I'm going for $100,000 today. $100,000 month coming its way, baby.
You may not know everything, but all of a sudden, it's gonna click.
$30,817 in the market today. Oh my goodness, guys. Welcome to the stock market.
That's just the way it is. Hope this don't ever change. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Hope this don't ever change. That's just the way it is.
All right, traders, ladies and gentlemen, everyone from across the globe, everyone from north to south, east to west. Traders, we are back here ready to rock and roll. I know you guys are fired on up, and I am absolutely fired on up. I can't even sit in my chair right now. And the reason why I can't sit in this chair is just because we are getting ourselves prepared on what is going to be right around the corner. Yes, traders, obviously every single person knows what is coming on up at this point, but we have our $30,000 large trading account coming on up right around the corner, getting ourselves prepared, getting ourselves ready to rock and roll. I'm going to be saying this a lot throughout the week, but it's just because I truly want to stress how important this is. In 2021, I made the most amount of money I have ever made. It was $552,000 in a year. I have that whole entire thing, the P&Ls, everything you want to see over on YouTube if you guys want to go check it out. But that was all from shorting. Shorting was able to make me that money. Betting against these companies, betting against these stocks, betting against every single one of these top gainers. Has anyone ever noticed this? Has anyone ever typed in all the top gainers every single day and realized that most of them spike in pre-market and then fall throughout the day? Has anyone ever realized that if you ever buy a top gainer, most of the time you end up getting crushed? Top gainers are just targets for shorters to move in. You make just as much money when a stock falls as it does to go on up. But still, people will say, "Ooh, I don't like shorting." So let me get this right. You don't like playing stocks that the odds are it's going to fade and fall. You don't like betting against companies that aren't profitable. You aren't like getting in on stocks that are sub $10 that most likely people are just buying for a quick buck and then everyone's going to disregard it coming up in the near future. Every single day, we see stocks spike up 100%, and by the end of the day, they're back on down to where they started. Every single week, we see one or two massive supernovas, so where stocks go from $1 to $10, and by the end of the week, they're back on down to $4. People, again, always give me the argument, well, Dek, stocks go up forever. You can lose your whole entire account if the stock goes up forever. The thing is, guys, if a stock is at $10 and it drops on down to $1, you probably lost your entire account. If a stock goes up to $10 and spikes all the way up to $20 and you're shorting it, yes, you probably lost your entire account. But again, using that as an excuse is the worst excuse ever. That just means you have no risk management. That means you have no stop loss set. That means, again, you're just randomly buying on in and holding and hoping. Sure, if you have infinite amount of money and you short a stock at $10 and it spikes all up to $100, the odds of that happening are slim to none. But let's say it did. You would lose a ton of money. But at the same time, guys, if a stock went from $10 and fell all the way down to $0, you are losing your account as well. So the thing is, as long as you have a stop loss, there's no issue. As long as you realize, again, these plays are not good companies, there's no issue. As long as you realize, hey, 99.9% of these plays are pump and dumps, there's no issue. You can make money by going against the grain. Let me ask you right now, are you a full-time stock trader? Is the answer no? Why? Well, I'm not making as much as I want it. Why? Is it when you buy in, the stocks turn and fall on you? Why? Well, Dek, is it because you're not getting in quick enough, or is it, again, you're buying too late? You could have an amazing shorting opportunity. You could have, again, an amazing chance to be able to have success. So many people do not realize that, I would say it like this. So many people get stuck on their trading strategy that they like. Oh, hey, I like doing options. Oh, cool. How long have you been doing options for? 2.5 years I've been an options trader. Great. So again, how you like doing it as a full-time trader? Well, I'm not profitable yet. You've been doing it for 2.5 years and you're not profitable yet? Imagine if you went to the gym for 2.5 years and it's like, oh, you go to the gym? Yeah, I haven't lost any weight yet. I haven't gained any muscle, but any day now. How about you try a new strategy? How about you try a new workout plan? Hey, Dek, I've been buying for, again, breakouts at the very high of the day. I buy at the high of the day looking for more. Oh, awesome. How long have you been doing that? 3 years. Awesome. So great. You've been a full-time stock trader for like the last 2.5 years? Nah, I just started making a little bit of money here and there. Okay. Imagine that, guys. It makes no sense. So again, if you are not making the money you deserve after, again, 3, 4, 5 months, you got to make a switch up. You got to do something different. You got to change something. Because guess what? What you're doing is not correct. Hey, Dek, I want to get in that summer beach body, baby. I want to have an 8-pack. I want to be able to have pecs that you could bounce marbles off of. I want to make sure that we're all set, ready to rock and roll. All right, hey, let's do this workout, this workout, this workout. I've been doing this one for the last 4 years. You're 500 pounds. What are you talking about? Your workout sucks. So the thing what I want you guys to understand is if you are not making the money you want right now, we are going back to the strategy that we were able to make $500,000. Proof of $500,000. Proof with every P&L. Proof with logins. Proof with everything you need. So make sure you guys are all set. Make sure that you guys are fired on up. Make sure that you guys are all set to see what we have coming on up. I am jacked on up right now. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. And I know this week's going to be huge. So let's do it. Woo-wee! All right, traders. Now, we got to talk about this entire day, go into in full certainty of what we have here, and making sure that every single trader is ready to rock and roll. Man, if you guys are watching over on YouTube, make sure you guys smash that thumbs on up right now. If you guys are watching over on YouTube, smash that thumbs on up. My plan here, for anyone who does not know, is I want to go live this entire week on YouTube. This entire week. Again, we got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Let's go live this entire week on YouTube before, again, we get ready for our shorting challenge. Before we go back to a large account. Before, again, we get ourselves back into large trading. Now, I've talked about this a little bit. I'm going to talk about this again as well. I am, again, at this moment, working with two different brokers right now, traders. And I'm going to be picking one probably by the end of today or tomorrow. And again, I have one requirement from these brokers, or a couple different requirements. Number one is I want to be able to have locates to short nearly every single stock. Not 50% of tickers, I want 90, 95, 99% of tickers. When we see a stock go on a big time spike, such as SBET, I want to be able to short this if I want to. So again, we're going to use a broker that no matter what, we are going to have shorts on everything. Number 2, I want to make sure, again, TradeCaster members, people who follow me, people are watching, you get 50% off commissions. You get 50% off something. Like, you get a discount that no one else does. That's what I want. Number 3, I want to be able to make sure you get some sort of free platform access in some sort of way. I want to make sure that you guys are all set. So again, it is so important to me, so crucial to me. So again, I need this to happen where I do not want anyone in the chat room. I don't want one person to say, oh, Dek, I couldn't make money because my broker didn't allow that. I am making sure that, again, whatever broker that I get to go with right here, it is all about making sure that we can all trade the same plays together. We all have the same plays. We all have the same access. If I am making, let's say, $20,000, there is no reason why you can't make $20,000. I don't want you and your shitty broker to be any excuse on why, again, you're not making money. So the thing is, team, I will let you know probably today or tomorrow what broker I'm going to be using because I got to fund a $30,000 trading account. But I will let you guys know coming on up so every single person can be able to get the broker. We have the same exact advantage and we're all on the same playing field. Remember, this is not a trading community where it's me in front and everyone just does what I do, where it's me in front and everyone's behind me, where it's saying, hey guys, I'm buying this stock, now all you guys buy that stock. This is not the way things work around here. The way things work around here is, again, we work together as a team. I don't want you guys to be behind me. I want to lift you guys up. I want you guys to be better than me. I want you guys to be able to say, hey, Dek, you made $2,000 today? I made $4,000 today, you absolute loser. Okay, maybe not getting that far, but at the same time, I want you guys to be able to, again, have the same advantages I have. So we're making sure that we're all set. We're making sure that we're all good. Now, let's talk about, right? Let's talk about this day. Let's talk about what we have. Let's talk about what we're seeing. Because right now, every single person in the market is taking a look over on SBET. SBET is where, again, the top gainers are at. SBET is where the stocks are focused on. SBET, this play has gone from, again, $20 now all the way up to $31. Now, SBET, what is happening here? For anyone who does not know, this play was the number 2 top gainer over on Friday. Okay? On Friday, it was the number 2 top gainer. Now, this morning, this was already our number 1 play to watch. If you guys, again, don't follow me on Twitter, or if you guys are, again, watching me already, whatever, you guys can actually see here, I post this at 7:13 a.m. 7:13 a.m. And I said, all eyes on SBET at this time. Now, where did I get this, guys? I did get this from Fox Runner. I just want to, again, kind of give them their flowers. And you can actually see here, earlier this morning, it says SBET, no news, but a previous top gainer. So this was at 7:12 a.m. The stock was at $11. And it says, all eyes at 7 a.m. this morning on a previous top gainer, SBET, which is already up 64% this morning just from momentum. So if you actually scroll on down a little bit lower here, team, you can actually see at this time Friday's top gainers. Friday's top gainers, SBET was number 2, 78% gain. And it seems like it was just building up momentum, right? Building up momentum. And today when we woke up, it was already up as a top gainer. So it says, what do traders really love about this play? Number 1, it's underneath 1 million in float. SBET, it's a low float stock. A float are the shares offered to the public. The lower the float, the higher the demand, the bigger the spike we could be. See, the bigger the increase in price. So again, when we have a low float and a high amount of volume, we could see the price, go on a very quick spike. We also, being a previous top gainer, brings credibility to the play. Traders, how many times have you ever got caught up in a pump and dump? How many times have you ever got caught up in a stock that just spiked on up and came right back on down? Probably a lot. So seeing a stock be a previous top gainer and a low float builds credibility on a very hot moving play. So it says, keep this stock on high alert this morning for a potential move to $15 if buying volume continues to move into this play. That was again at 7 a.m. And then what happened? It was at $11, and then all of a sudden, boom. At 8 a.m. in the morning, guess what we saw? We saw SBET absolutely explode as they take $425 million to initiate an Ethereum treasury strategy. And we saw SBET go a lot more than $11, didn't it? It went from $11 and exploded all the way up to $35. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We are coming back up to $35 right here and right now. Now, SBET, by far the number 1 top gainer play of the day. By far the stock that everyone's focusing on. By far the play that everyone is going to be looking at the bell here. Now, if you guys do not know, I went over this a little bit earlier when I talked about, there has not been many hot trends so far in 2025. But there has been one trend that has been very clear cut and has developed nicely. And what has that trend been? That trend has been the cryptocurrency to a microcap play. Who knows MSTR, MicroStrategy? MSTR, MicroStrategy, stated that we again are going to take every single profit we make from our MicroStrategy business and we are going to put it into Bitcoin. So essentially what this has turned into is no investor cares about MicroStrategy's earnings reports. They don't care about what the company does. They don't care about the company's conference calls. Basically, it has turned into, if you want to buy MicroStrategy, it's just going to follow Bitcoin in some sort of manner. Now, we also saw that on JNVR. JNVR, they again came on out, this was back about 2 months ago, where they stated JNVR is now bought out by crypto leaders, and they are going to take all of Janover's profits, JNVR, and put them into Solana. So now, guess what? People don't care about Janover, JNVR. They see it as another way to be able to trade Solana on the stock market. We also saw that on CEP. CEP says we're going to take all of our profits over on CEP and we're going to put them over to Bitcoin. So basically, if you want to trade Bitcoin, you can play MSTR, you could play CEP. If you want to trade Solana, you could go over to JNVR right here. You guys could see how that happened. And then this morning, guess what we're seeing? It says SBET takes again $425 million private placement to initiate an Ethereum treasury strategy. So what's the treasury strategy? Basically, again, what they're trying to turn into is if you like Ethereum, you guys could just buy us, SBET. Right? So SBET, and guess what happened? SBET absolutely exploded here. SBET traders going on this massive rip and run, massive climb. So how crazy is that to be able to see? So again, what I suggest every single person does, and again, I did this as well, is I go on over, let me again make myself a little bit smaller right here, is go over to your Fox Runner, right? Click keywords. And what did I do right here, traders? I added the words right here, crypto, Ethereum, and Solana. So for instance, I want to make this very easy to understand. If I turn off all the keywords, it's very difficult to know what is a good press release. What is the press releases I should be looking at? What are the press releases I should be focusing on, right? It's very hard to see. They all look very similar. But if I have keywords that I like, such as the word positive for positive data, or top line results, or in this case, crypto or Ethereum or Solana, and I turn on this keywords, now all of these are going to be highlighted for me. So whenever I see something I like or dislike, right? I have red X's for the ones I dislike, but now all the best ones are going to be highlighted. So if I see the word Solana, oh wow, I might want to look into this right away, right? So let's go back over to SBET this morning. So look at this, SBET right here at 8 a.m. 8 a.m. SBET, obviously we're up 380% at this time. Look, it's highlighted for me. It says, you know, it's star-eyed right here, announces $425 million private placement Ethereum strategy. It's very difficult to be able to find the hottest press release every single day. But when you can type out the keywords, give it a little, type out a keyword, give it a little bit of an emoji you like, pick the color that you like, whatever you want. Hey, Deco, whenever XRP, that's another cryptocurrency. XRP, I'm going to put this into, let's say, like some sort of money sign right here. Let's just go to money, right? Put that a little flying dollar, put that into gold. Whenever XRP comes on out in a press release now, it is now going to be highlighted in gold. So the thing is, you are going to be able to find the best press releases the moment they come on out. So if you were wondering, how did we alert this the moment it came on out? All I had was Ethereum all typed out, ready to go, SBET in gold. I saw it right away, 2.5 million in float. The stock goes on a big time spike, rip and run. We're also aware of it because SBET again was alerted here. SBET was alerted here, but it's all about putting the pieces together to the puzzle. A lot of traders don't realize why are stocks spiking, why are stocks ripping, why are stocks running. You need to understand they are all from credible news, credible reasoning. So the thing that you guys should do every single day is, again, make sure you guys are all good with understanding how these press releases work. Now, if we want to take a look and make sure we're not missing anything, let's just change out a percentage right now. Now, what did we realize here, team? CETX, again, CETXP, that's nothing we actually need right there. So what's the number one top gainer? The number one top gainer from news is SBET. SBET announces a $425 million private placement to initiate Ethereum strategy right here. Awesome. So we already know that. We're already aware of it. Is there anything else that could possibly steal the hype today? Is there anything else? Well, as you guys could see, the next play is only an 18% gain. We go from 371% gain over on, again, SBET to, again, going to an 18% gain, a 15% gain. So as stocks are hot news, there's nothing else that's super hot at this time. There are stocks that are hot without news as well. So again, if we want to take a look, there are other plays out here that are, again, without news. Obviously, SBET has news, but WRX, 91% gain, write it on down. FAAS, 52% gain. DEVS, 22% gain. But I think we all can be aware, where's all the hype this morning? All the hype is over on SBET. All the hype is over on this play. So if we have all the attention, all the hype over on SBET, now is the point that we want to figure out, okay, how are we going to break this play on down? How are we going to, again, be able to have some sort of opportunity to be able to make a profit? The best way to do this, team, is switch on over most likely to a 1 minute time frame. Let's get the most detail we possibly can. I'm going to make myself a little bit bigger here, just like we were, so we can explain this in detail. Now, let's go ahead and talk about what we've had, what we've seen, and make sure you guys all understand it. Number one, SBET was building higher lows already. Obviously, it was a previous top gainer. We were aware of it. SBET was building higher lows, coming up to $11. And guess what? The stock had a beautiful squeeze pattern. It is nice to realize, it is nice to know that this stock, again, had a lot of resistance right around that $11 mark. And obviously, right when it broke through, and again, what was it? It was more $12, excuse me. That $12 area. And right when we broke through that $12 mark, this is where that stock exploded. Now, it not only exploded because it broke through $12, it exploded because it came out with that $425 million Ethereum treasury strategy. The stock went on a massive rip and run right away. Bang, 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 bang. If you actually were here at the time of 8 a.m., you would actually saw this press release. We were alerting it live. Now, if you guys want to see me alert this play live at the time of 8 a.m., grab this live stream, scroll it back to 8 a.m. because this thing has been live cooking the entire time. Now, with SBET right here, stock exploded. Stock went on a big time rip and run. Now, what do you guys realize? You guys can see we do have very strong support at around that $20 mark, right? It seems like very strong support at around $20 at this moment. Let me kind of just make these a little bit smaller so they just don't confuse you in any sort of way. And what do you guys realize? Bounce play off $21. Bounce play, $21. Bounce play, bounce play. We actually tried to get filled this morning at 19. So I said, hey, if it comes down to 19, everyone get filled. Came on down towards around 1980. We never got filled at 19. I was going to jump in with about $2,000 worth at 19. Now, as you guys could see, we basically set ourselves up inside of a little bit of a channel pattern where we do have top resistance, $28, come back on down, come back up to $26, come back on down, come on up to $28, come back on down, and now boom, we're starting to get a little bit of a pop on up. So we did have our top resistance hold on up at this moment. Now what we need to do is understand this old high of $35 seems like it is giving us some trouble, doesn't it? This seems like it's giving us some trouble, and most likely what's going to happen now is old resistance is now going to turn into new support. So, traders, if we wanted to break this on down from start to finish, we had a previous top gainer building higher lows, $12 top resistance, wedge form, wedge broke, stock squeezed. Not only again did the wedge form and the wedge break, but again it came out with news. Stock went on a massive rip and run, came back on down. It found itself in a channel between $21 and $28. Then again it broke $28, just ran up to $35. Hit 35, came back on down. Hit 35, came back on down, and right now it looks like it's squeezing and getting above 35. The most important thing at this time is to make sure we can stay above and hold above 35. Now, if we can stay above 35, this will hold up as new support. Now, what do we need to also understand though? Team, how many people right now are feeling FOMO? How many people are right now are again feeling like they are missing out on the best play out there? How many people are again are upset that they didn't buy the stock when the stock was at $10, or even better yet, when the stock was at $8 or $9? Because again, I'm not going to lie to you. The stock was at $8 this morning. Who here has an $8,000 trading account? If you have an $8,000 trading account and you bought in this morning, you could have been able to make $30,000 in profit. $30,000 in profit from an $8,000 trading account. Talk about how amazing that is. Talk about how miraculous that is. Talk about how insane that is. $30,000 you could have made this morning from an $8,000 trading account. Deck, I don't have $8,000. I have $4,000. Okay. You could have been able to make $15,000 from a $4,000 trading account this morning. How crazy is that? Deck, I don't have $4,000. I have $2,000. Okay. You have $2,000. You could have been able to make $7,000 from a $2,000 trading account this morning. How nuts is that to think about? So however you want to break it on down, this is a life-changing play that we're watching at this moment. SBET is a life-changing play at this time. Now, team, we need to understand something. The higher up we go, the more risk there is going to be. The higher up we climb, the better chance it has of fading and falling all the way back on down. So SBET is going to open on up in 8 minutes. And as it opens up in 8 minutes, things are going to be crazy. Things are going to be hot. Things are going to be wild. People are going to be running all over the place, right? SBET right here. This is going to be a stock that's going to spike. It's going to dump. It's going to go on crazy moves all around. But overall, which way is this play going to go up to? Well, first thing that we want to do is shut my door. So SBET at this time, we want to, number one, make sure it can hold above $35. If SBET holds above $35, this play is going to, again, keep getting bounces off 35. If it goes underneath 35 like it is right now, it is going to have a lot of trouble staying above 35. If you have a larger trading account, I'm going to say again, like above 25,000, this trade will make you thousands of dollars in seconds. If you, again, let's say, I'm just going to say hypothetically, you have a $33,000 account and you buy 1,000 shares. This is the type of trade that you will make or lose thousands in seconds. I wish I had my big account open right now. If I had my big account open right now and I had a $30,000 account, and let's say I jump in with 900 shares, every dollar this play moves, I win or lose $900. So let's again imagine I short this play right at the bell, saying, Dek, I'm going to short it at 35.50. If I hit 35.50, anything from 34.50, $900. 33.50, $900. 32.50, $900. Just like that, I could be making $2,700. So let's watch at the start of this day how fast this play is going to be moving. How quickly is this play going to be moving? And let's see again, even if you can't trade this stock because it's getting slightly outside of your price range, do a mental trade. And let's just say, all right, imagine if I had a $30,000 account and I jump in with 900 shares at the start of this day. How much money would you make or lose, right? So SBET is going to be active. SBET is going to be wild. Now let's think about, Dek, where's the best areas to buy? Where's the best areas to get in? Where's the best areas to get out? Well, traders, let's just use our head here. Where would you guys say is the next great dip buy opportunity? If you take a look over on SBET right now, where is the next best dip buy opportunity? The next best dip buy opportunity is going to be this old spiking high, which was this old spiking high, which was this dip buy, which will most likely be this dip buy right here. So that's going to be the next dip buy opportunity. Dek, where's the next shorting opportunity? Well, you got rejected right here. Then you got rejected right here. Then you got rejected right here. You got rejected right here. And then most likely there's going to be some sort of rejection in this area. So if you're asking, where can I short this play? Shorting is going to be between $35 and probably $36.50. Dek, where's the next dip buy opportunity going to be? Dip buying opportunity is most likely going to be between, again, the price of $29 and $28. So $29, $28. Now, traders, this stock is up 450%. It has a lot of room to be able to fall. It has a lot of room to possibly be able to dump. It has a lot of room to be able to get weakness. It has a lot of room to be able to keep on crashing. If you do not feel comfortable, you can wait all the way back down to $20. If you do not feel comfortable, you can wait until it comes all the way back on down towards the VWAP. If you do not feel comfortable, you can wait for a little bit of a drop. Now, traders, I will again be open, honest, credible, and transparent with you guys. I got about $2,000 left over on my Lightspeed account. And you would say, Dek, what? You lost all that money? You lost all your small account? No, again, I've been taking money out of my Lightspeed account because I'm going over to whatever broker that we choose. So again, I got $2,000 that I can trade with over on, again, SBET, because I, again, have taken out the funds because I'm getting ready to go back over to a $30,000 trading account with a different broker. So make sure that you guys understand that here. This week is going to be probably $2,000 trading until we get ready for that $30,000 trading account next week. Okay? So let's see what we can do with $2,000 today. Let's see how much money we could possibly make, and let's get ourselves excited and ready to rock and roll. Guys, if you guys are fired on up, if you guys are excited, if you guys are motivated, everyone, again, smash that thumbs on up over on YouTube. Hit me in the chat room. Let's get ourselves going. Hit me with a good one right now. We got 3 minutes till the market opens on up. Let's do it, team. In 3, 2, 1. All right, let's get ourselves fired up. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back on the mic.
cup, plate on the walls, sitting down on this fancy couch and I can't see straight on the state, 22, I'm in Paris, baby, got strippers, tits in my face,
Oh, baby. All right, baby.
So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, anyway.
All right, traders, making sure that we're all set here. Obviously, I'm so excited. I know you guys are as well. We got about a minute and a half until this market opens on up, and we'll be all dialed on in here. We got ourselves a day. We got ourselves an opportunity. We have ourselves a chance to be able to make some big-time money. And again, let's just do this, team. Let's just before this day even begins, okay? Before this day even begins here, let's just play the mental game. Because this is what's coming next week. This is what's coming up next week. Let's imagine, okay? This is the mental trade. I will short 1,000 shares at the price of $35.50. Let's see within 5 minutes how much money I would make or how much money I would lose in the matter of the first 5 minutes or so. So let's see, guys. $35.50. Let's imagine I have 1,000 shares on that play, betting that the stock is going to fall. Most likely, SBET is going to get some hype right at the bell, and let's see if this thing is going to fade and fall or if it's going to spike on up. But this is what's so wild about big account trading, and this is what's so nuts when people are like, "Oh, how did you make so much money?" It's because one trade you can make 10 grand on. Let's just see. Again, mental trade right here. Opening on up, 1 minute. Let's see what we could do at $35.50. So I would be in right now. If I was shorting this play, I would be in right now. The high of the day is at $35.98. Let's see how much money I would win or lose right at the bell. $35.50. Guys, I'd already be up over $1,000 right now. You got to be watching the ask side. The ask side is where I'd be getting out of a play. It's at $33.60. I would be up almost $2,000 already. Now I'd be up about $1,000. So $34.50, $33.50. Now I'm up $2,000. Up over $2,000. Now I'd be up over coming up towards almost $3,000. This is how fast big account trading is. You ever wonder again how do people on Wall Street drive Ferraris? How do people on Wall Street have again multi-million-dollar homes in multiple different areas? How again can we travel around the world and be able to have financial freedom? Guys, if you have a larger account, guess what? It's at $31.96. If I short at $35.50, guess what? I'm already up almost $4,000 coming on up. Now I'd be up $4,000. This is what we're doing next week. Next week, just like this, I'm up $4,000 and I'm done with my day. How insane is that to think about? How nuts is that to think about? Because when you get a fast mover like this, when you get a hot mover like this, guess what? You get so much crazy action, so much crazy hype. We have a 400% top gainer, and obviously we have a beautiful pullback. We could lock in our profits right there. So sure, even if the stock spikes back on up 35.50, 36, 38, whatever, I mean, we could already have locked in our gains. We could already be out with a $4,000 profit just like that. That's like, and just a little heads on up, in 5 days from now, or about 5 days, give or take, it depends on when I can get the account open and all set. We're doing this. We're doing this live. We're doing this ready to rock and roll. And it's not the first time I've done it. It's just the first time I've done this in the last 4 years. So 4 years, traders, we are making our return. We are making the return in 4 years. This is going to be absolutely insane. This is going to be absolutely nuts. And as always, traders, I know a lot of you guys have seen this before, but I just always want to back up my credibility. This is me, again, logging into my, again, brokerage account. And then, again, here is my P&L statements. So you can see every single month. You can see every single trade I've made, how much money I've made, the $552,000 right there. And, again, every single trade I made for that month. And this is when I was shorting. So again, what was my biggest month when I was shorting? $135,000. That was back in February, March. March of 2021, I made $135,000. Had $121,000 one month, $104,000 one month. So this is the same strategy we're going back to. I mean, I can feel the excitement. I could feel the hype. If you guys want to watch this video, you guys can go ahead and watch it right here as well. So you guys can watch that video if you want to see my credibility, my transparency. That's no worries whatsoever. You guys are all set. But I mean, man, can you feel the excitement in the air? Can you feel the hype in the air? Can you feel myself going? That first $4,000 trade, I'm going to go a little nuts, guys. I mean, you're going to have to lock the doors. You're going to have to, again, 13 and under, probably get them out of the room because, again, I don't know what I'm going to do. Things might get a little wild. Things might get a little crazy. Claire already is, again, making sure her desk is already 20 feet back, just outside of, again, range. Right now, we're all set here. I'm jacked up. I'm jacked up to just see the money that we're going to be making. Right now, SBET traders. SBET, so far, it's just been an open on up to a short. That's all it's done so far. So far this morning, it's just been opening on up to a short here. And as we have been talking about this entire time, really, again, SBET has been the only play that we really want to focus on. Right? It's not like, SBET, there's anything that's, too wild in any sort of sense. There's nothing else that's too wild. PLRZ is not really up 23,000%. They had a reverse stock split. So, again, you might see Ducky. PLRZ is up 23,000%. It's not really up 23,000%. I had a reverse stock split. And then SBET is the clear-cut number one top gainer. MBAVW is a warrant stock, not even a share, so we don't trade warrants. And then so SBET is really the number one play. When it comes on down to, can SBET turn into that massive spiker above 35.50? Now, let me again ask you guys a question. What would happen? What would happen right now if SBET can get up and above 35.50? What would happen right now if SBET can squeeze and spike above 35.50? What would happen if SBET can be able to, again, get back above, let's say, this red-blue line here? If we can get above that red-blue line, shorters are going to get squeezed out. Like, for instance, if I was in on SBET, how would I be trading this play? If I was in at 35.50, guys, I would have a stop loss, right? Probably a little lower at this point, but I'm just saying, if I entered right at this red-blue line, I would have a stop loss right here, which means I would not allow myself to lose a lot of money. But again, if the stock ever did start squeezing and spiking, I don't want to get out. Now, again, that's Sean Dekmar who would get out. But then I bet you Eddie would also want to get out. And I bet you Bobby would also have a stop loss right here to get out. And I bet you Valerie would also have a stop loss. And Vinny would also have a stop loss. So guys, guess what? All the shorters, everyone that's shorting this play right now over on SBET, betting as the stock falls on down, they all have their stop losses right above the high of the day. Right above 36, right above 35.50. So again, guess what would happen? If all of a sudden this stock does start moving its way back up to 35.50, right when we hit this price point, all of these guys are going to cover at the same time. If all of these guys cover at the same time, that's going to lead towards a huge pop, a huge rip and run. But guess what? SBET, don't even got to worry about that. All this stock is doing is fading, falling, dropping, and getting weaker. SBET. Now again, stock is still falling, feeding. Man, I am so excited right now, guys. I am so excited because now, again, today's the last day where I'm, again, speaking with the broker to get all of our broker deals all set. And then after that, we will be all ready to rock and roll. So SBET here, traders. Still, again, fading back underneath 30 bucks. How's the SPY doing at this time, team? SPY getting a little bit of a drop right now. Now, again, the cool thing about the SPY, though, for anyone who didn't realize, is this the Dow is still up like 300 points. Everything's up big right now. Dow's up 293 points. NASDAQ's up 231 points. S&P 500's up 54 points. Russell 2000's up 1.75 points. For anyone who does not know, there was some pretty big news that happened over the weekend. And the big news was that the Dow rises 400 points. That European tariffs are pushed back until July 9th. Obviously, investors like that, guys. Whenever we push back tariffs, it always is a positive note. Now, again, I've said this before in the past, and I will say this again. Tariffs has been like the fear word. Whenever you hear the word tariffs, the markets drop. Now, tariffs are not a bad thing. They're not. Tariffs, guys, I am not a politician. I am not saying be on the right, be on the left, be a Democrat, be Republican. I don't care what you are. But I am telling you that, again, tariffs so far in the stock market has been a fear word. When you say the word tariffs, people are running the opposite direction. Now, I don't know if that should be justified in a sense. Tariffs are not bad. Tariffs are just uncertain. We don't know what's going to happen with tariffs. Guys, who knows? All of a sudden, Trump could put tariffs on and the country starts making billions of trillions of dollars. And guess what? We make more money than we ever could imagine. Everyone flourishes in America. Hey, that could be great. Or it could lead to trade wars. It could lead towards more expensive pricing. It could lead towards a whole lot more. I don't know. I can't predict the future, neither can you. But what I will say is that at this time, whenever there's any positive note of, again, tariffs, that's where, again, the markets rise. So why did the markets move up? Why did the Dow jump up 400, 500 points this morning and now at 300 points? It's because U.S. President Donald Trump agreed to delay a 50% tariff on European goods until July 9th. So that's what's so big about this. Team, investors want to see de-escalation. We want to be able to see we want to be calm. We don't want to be fearful. What's fearful? Fearful is when we say we're going to put 130% tariffs on China. We're going to do 150% tariffs on Taiwan. We're going to tariff again 85% over the United Kingdom. We're going to tariff this. That's obviously fearful. That's, again, leading towards trade wars. That's leading towards, again, higher prices for everyone. So what's better is, hey, last week we made a deal with the United Kingdom. Done. We made, again, 90-day pause in negotiations with China. Done. Europe, 90-day pause right here. We're going to, again, give us some time to be able to work things on out. People don't want to see fear. People don't want to see abrupt rushes and blunt force. People want to see easing, negotiation, positivity. We want to be able to be certain, not uncertain. Uncertainty equals fear. Fear equals dropping market. Positivity, confidence, negotiating. That's what leads towards, again, hype. That's what leads towards momentum. That's what leads towards people willing to put money into the market. So, again, that's what we have at this time and why the markets, were able to move on up this morning. So we did have, again, the EU tariffs are pushed back until July 9th. This week, guys, do we have anything massive? We do have a minutes meeting tomorrow at 2 p.m. where we'll just get some updates. No Jerome Powell or anything speaking like that this week. Nothing like that. We do have some earnings. NVIDIA earnings, guys, is tomorrow. Just a little heads on up. NVIDIA earnings are tomorrow night. Should be 4 o'clock, 4:30. NVIDIA, Salesforce, AI, Elf. These are some big companies. Big companies right here. Definitely want to be watching that. What else do we have here? Apple also took a big hit over on Friday for anyone who does not know. Apple falls 3% after Trump places tariffs on their products. So basically, guys, for anyone who does not know, Apple took a pretty big hit on Friday. Now, the reason why this happened is because Apple makes their phones in China. They make their phones in China. So again, Trump was like, guys, we're doing tariffs on China. Just because you are an American company doesn't mean, again, you can't just get away from not paying tariffs on China. But then again, that basically led to now more fear. Where, okay, well, if we get Americans to make iPhones, an iPhone would cost $3,500. Right now, an iPhone costs about $1,000, right? If you want to upgrade your plan, maybe it's only a few $100s. Who knows, right? I don't know the exact price of an iPhone. But I'm saying it would cost $3,500 if they cut off all China and started making iPhones in the United States. Obviously, traders, while again, you might have different opinions on what's morally right, what's correct, if we should you do business in China? China, at the end of the day, is just cheaper. China, again, if you wanted to pay an American to go ahead and be able to create an iPhone, you're going to have to pay them $20 an hour. If you want to pay someone in China, it might be $1 an hour. It's just way different. So that's why a lot of companies, again, go to China. They go out of America because it's just cheaper labor. So obviously, it comes on down to, if, again, Trump makes Apple pay for their iPhones in the United States or pay a tariff, they're going to be losing profit. They're going to be losing some of their overall profit on this company. Apple has been struggling, still down 20% year to date. I mean, Apple's down 19.9% year to date. Traders, Apple's one of the strongest companies in the world, but these tariffs really have hit Apple because obviously they do all their business over in China. So that was a big thing that you guys want to be aware of and be looking at. Guys, little heads on up. SBET trying to build itself back on up here. Notice what we had here, team, over on SBET. Where was the perfect little bounce play? Right at $28. Dek, why $28? It's just because that is where what? Old spiking highs was. Notice old spiking high right around $28.50. Notice old spiking high right around $28, $28.50. Take a look at the low of the day, $28.50. So traders, what we want to understand when we're taking a look over on SBET is when you want to break down how to be able to play the stock the correct way and the right way, you have to know support and resistance. You have to. It's so basic. It's so easy. But the thing is, people overlook it. They do. Traders, I've been trading now for 10.5 years. I will say one of the most important things to look at is just support and resistance. People are always, again, trying to overcomplicate it, trying to sound smart. right? That's all it is. On live streams, sometimes, again, I'll jump on a live stream and someone will be like, oh, yeah, I looked at the Bollinger Band and the future is over in China. And the economic growth, depending on the EPS of, again, SBET, is all going to depend on the earnings report and the overall conference call of their upcoming meeting. I do like, again, the regression that the company has made with, again, the board of directors, but I don't really know if that's going to play a major factor in the upcoming earnings season. And it's like, what are you talking about? Just, again, realize there's a bounce play at $28, right? So the thing is, team, look at the chart. You must be able to see this, okay? Everyone take a look over on SBET right now. SBET, top resistance, old resistance turns into new support. It's very simple, right? Go over towards Google right now. Type in support and resistance trading. Just go over to images. And when you bring this on over, what do you guys realize, right? Make it very simple. We have support, resistance, support, right? You have to know where to be able to buy. We have our resistance lines. Resistance. Guess what happens when you break resistance? It turns into support. So we have resistance. It turns into support after you break it. Same exact thing right here. We have resistance. Now, again, as it comes back on down, it turns into support. This is basic trading. This is all it is. It's basic trading. Resistance, you break it, and now turns into support. Take a look right here, traders, right? SBET. We have resistance, you break it, and now turns into support. This is how to figure out where to get great dip buying opportunities. If you are struggling with support and resistance, if you do not know how to chart a stock with support and resistance, head on over to tradecaster.com, where I live stream every single day. Go over to the 2023 bootcamp. Scroll on down. More videos are going to load on up. And watch this lesson right here. Support and resistance part 1, support and resistance part 2. This will go into full detail of how to be able to find, how to understand, how to have correct support and resistance. It is so wild to me. You guys want to know what's something so crazy? Okay, guess what? Right now over on Tradecaster, we have 1,300 people watching. 1,300 people are currently watching over on Tradecaster right now. There has been 363 people that have watched this video and 338 people that have watched this video. Guys, just right now, there are 1,300 people watching this stream. There's 300 people that watch this video. I could tell you right now that, again, out of 1,300 people, it's unfortunate, not everyone's a profitable trader. And not everyone will become a full-time stock trader. And not everyone is going to be able to, again, make the money they want to make. And it comes on down to, if you end up blowing your account, and I ask you, did you watch the level 2 lesson? Did you watch, again, float and volume lesson? Did you watch the support and resistance lessons? Have you watched the indicator lessons? Have you watched the candlestick lessons? Most of them are going to say, nah, I never watched those. So what are you upset about? What are you upset about the fact that you didn't watch any studying, any lessons, any education? You didn't, again, try to help yourself in any sort of way. Why are you upset you lost money? You didn't do any work. You didn't do anything. So obviously you're going to lose money. If you want to honestly be successful in the stock market, you got to make a decision right now. Okay, how serious am I? Am I just logging on and just watching, Dek just kind of dance around and have fun? If that's what you're here for, then that's great and that's fine. That's no problem whatsoever. Dek, I'm just kind of here to gamble and have a good time. Okay, then that's fine. Again, enjoy that. But if you're like, oh, I want to be a full-time stock trader. Oh, Dek, I lost money. Well, how many video library lessons did you watch? I haven't watched any. Well, again, you got no room to complain. Don't talk to me. Don't hit me up. Don't say anything complaining whatsoever until you have watched every single lesson in the video library. Because again, that just shows that you want it at least, right? So, want to make sure that you're all set, ready to rock and roll. So let's see SBET. Cash Crowd Dek, are you still on BWXT? No, again, I sold BWXT probably about a week and a half after, again, I got in on that play. So I've not been on BWXT or Nike or anything. Those plays, again, I jumped in, market started turning, I got out right away. So I have not, again, touched those plays in any sort of way, any sort of move at all. So right now, SBET, we are still continuously waiting and watching, fired on up over on this day. Right now, 947 in the market. Guys, SBET is now live. Where does SBET need to break? It needs to probably break $35.50 to kind of squeeze. Break $35.50, watch $36. So again, watch the level 2 right above. Level 2, $33.70. We got to break $35.90 to kind of squeeze and get all the shorters to cover. $33.40, $33.60. Again, right now we're still underneath this red line. Notice, guys, what are people probably doing even? People are probably even adding over to their short. People are probably again saying, hey, Dek, I want to short even more. Hey, Dek, I'm going to again be adding onto my short. I'll put a stop loss at the high of the day. I can almost guarantee, if you break this high of the day, you'll see a squeeze. It's just because so many people are probably loading up shorts near this red line, expecting that we have room to fade and fall. So let's see if we can break through again that high of the day. 34.33. So these are the shorters on the right. These are the shorters. These are the sellers. If you push these guys back above that 35.90 mark, 36 area, that's where they're all going to cover, and I bet you we're going to see a ton of volume. So let's see what we have. 34.10. What are shorters trying to do right now? They're going to enter at $34.50, $35. But if buyers get a lot of momentum and pop them, they're all going to cover their position. Every stop loss is going to get hit at the same time. Right now, team, don't worry about this blue line. Don't worry about this blue line. Don't worry about this red line. Don't worry about this blue line. What I would do right now is to play a simple channel pattern. Simple channel pattern, guys, is the right way to trade SBET right here. All you guys have to understand is where is everyone again looking for dip buys. Dip buy is here. Dip buy is here. Dip buy is here. Next dip buy is here. Resistance, where is everyone selling and shorting? Selling and shorting here. Selling and shorting here. Selling and shorting here. Most likely the next sell or short is here. At some point, you are either going to break this line and short and squeeze, or at some point you're going to come on down and drop on down to the VWAP. But right now, team, the best thing to do is stay inside the wedge until the wedge breaks. Short at the top, go back down to a bounce play. Buying for a bounce play, go back up to a short. Go up to a short, go back down to a bounce play. Keep going back and forth until the trend breaks. So right now, SBET getting rejected here. Now again, guys, still fading and falling. Fading and falling at this time. Still has this weakness. We might be, if this again, if shorters keep on holding this, this is going all the way back on down to $28. Can you guys all see though? I just want to make myself perfectly clear. Everyone over on Tradecaster, everyone over on YouTube, take a second. Do I make myself crystal clear on these plays? I don't want to just trade and have people say, oh, Dek, that was great. How the heck did he do that? I want to educate. I want to teach. I want to make sure that you guys are understanding trades. Not just, again, sitting here and like being fascinated by it, which is great. I want you to comprehend it, have a full understanding of how stock trading actually works, right? That's what I want. That's what I want you guys to realize. So we are again waiting here. Right now, SBET, if you guys are interested in playing, just go back and forth between this line. Back and forth between this line. Now, again, there's nothing else you need at this moment. Notice we go from SBET to, again, 69% FAAS. Not bad, right? But, again, it's really the that main play. Now, also, let's go through these top gainers, though. Let's go through these top gainers, and let's also, again, see how many plays actually held on up from their spike. FAS is down from its high. That plays, again, could be a great short. What about WRX? WRX is down from its high, right? CETX, spike on up and down from its high. You know, the majority of these plays, as I've said multiple times, usually do just turn into pump and dumps. Let's go back actually to the previous top gainers. I want to see how well the previous top gainers are doing, right? We know SBET is actually holding, but what about IMNN? 179% gain from Friday. IMNN, what is that one doing today? IMNN went from, again, $1.40 this morning, dumped on down to 85 cents. So if you actually take a look over on a 10-minute time frame, I mean, IMNN had a beautiful rip and just has turned into a beautiful short. That's kind of what, you know, there's still the idea is that whatever turns into a top gainer usually ends up giving back the majority of its gains. Trader Mike, hey, buddy. Always happy to help. And again, thank you so much for the support as always. Dek, what do you think about QNCCP? That sounds like an OTC stock already. So I will say this. QNCC or QNCCF, I don't trade stocks that are on the OTC markets. OTC markets are, again, the most manipulated plays out there. So just a little heads on up. These are the most manipulated stocks out there. These are the plays that, again, are going to be I just don't touch them in any sort of way. There's like no predictability. It's just random pumps, random dumps. I just don't trade stocks. You can always tell by 5 tickers or 5 letters. Q, N, C, C, F, 5 letters. That's usually always going to be on the OTC market. They're not regulated. They're not on the NASDAQ. They're not on the New York Stock Exchange. OTC markets are, again, the same stocks that you guys saw in the Wolf of Wall Street. Those are, again, OTC plays. Pink sheets. So, again, personally, I just don't touch those. BWXT, Cash Cow, or excuse me, Cash Crow, Deck, BWXT up 30% since I entered with you. Hey, amazing job there, buddy. So again, if you're in on BWXT, going back over to this play, this thing's had a nice squeeze. And I know I've talked about that. Again, I'm not in on that play right now. But again, I've talked about that many times. And that's been moving itself back on up. So shout out to you, getting that 30% gain. Obviously, all I want to do is see you guys make money. That's all I care about. All I care about when I'm here live streaming with you is me either making sure, number 1, you're gaining value. Number 2, you're learning. Number 3, you're gaining money. Number 4, you're having a good time. That's it, baby. That's it, baby. That's it. I want to make sure every single person here is always understand the right way to trade, the right way to move, the right way to make money, the right way to profit. I'll have a little sign up, guys. I'll have the broker details coming on up. I'll have the broker details, guys, coming on up probably by tomorrow or Tuesday, so we can all open up an account. Okay? That is like that's my number 1 concern right now, is having the broker all set, because as I said, being able to short and trade a large account is only as good as our engine, is only as good as our car, right? Let's think about this here for a second, traders, because this is so important. Let's break this on down here, okay? Imagine if you were a NASCAR driver. You could be the greatest NASCAR driver in the world. But if everyone else has top-shaped NASCARs and you are driving a station wagon, unfortunately, you're just not going to win. If someone is showing on up with a V10, V12, V8 engine, twin turbo, ready to absolutely blow your guts out, and you show on up in a station wagon with wooden panels going down the side, it does not matter how good you are at driving. Unfortunately, you're going to lose. Yes, I'm going to make an assumption, ladies and gentlemen. I will. I bet you I would beat the greatest F1 driver in the world, Max Verstappen, right? That's his name. I think I pronounced his last name wrong. If he was, let's say, on an electric scooter bike and I was in a Lamborghini. He's an incredible driver. Incredible. But if he only had an electric scooter that went 20 miles per hour and I had a Lamborghini that went 210 miles per hour, he could know the perfect line of every track, of every angle, of absolutely everything. I would still beat him, even with my very immature beginner driving skills. And you know why? Just because he doesn't have the same equipment. When it comes down to stock trading, guess what's so important? Your scanners. Guess what's so important? Your broker. Your broker sucks. If, again, you say, oh, I want to short SBET, and they say, oh, sorry, we can't allow that. Why are we using that broker? Your broker is going to hurt you if they are taking the majority of the money you make away in commissions. Your broker is going to hurt you if, again, they say, oh, well, you got this fee and this fee and this fee. We are, again, eliminating that. So that's why this is so important to me, because I am making sure that I am finding a broker that's giving us shorts on nearly every single play that we want to short. We are getting platforms for, again, extreme discounts or free, and making sure that your commissions are basically slim to none. That's what I want. I'm going for that, and I'm making sure that we get that before we go to a big account. Because I don't want anyone riding a little Lime scooter around going 10 miles per hour when everyone else has Lamborghinis. I want to make sure that you guys are all set, ready to go. So again, it's between two guys. 2 people or 2 brokerages really want to be able to give you guys discounts, but I'm picking the best one. I'm picking the best one, guys. So I will let you guys know probably tonight or tomorrow. Tonight or tomorrow. Man, we are going to have ourselves a blast, though. Obviously, so excited for this day. Motivated. Ready to go. Ready to rock. Jacked on up here. Gonna be a big day. Right now, SBET. Let's see what SBET does, guys. Let's see if SBET is going to be able to keep on squeezing here. Can SBET break through 35 bucks? If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, right now is an awesome time to ask. Also, please be aware, 10 a.m. I don't know if there's any sort of news at 10 a.m., but just be aware that 10 o'clock we do start seeing a lot of action. Like sometimes 10 o'clock we do start seeing get this hype or momentum here. And also, guys, SBET, let's watch to see if we're going to squeeze shorts. Squeeze shorts, guys. 35.50 is what we're looking for. Here, 35.50. Let's see if we squeeze them. 35.50, holding up strong. Everyone watch right above me. Notice we hit 35.50, 35.60. Shorters are going to add right here, but they will get squeezed if we can hit that new high of the day. People are adding shorts right here, trying to bring it on down. 35.50 back down to 34.92. $35. But I bet you shorts hearts are pumping right now. They're saying, oh boy, I might get squeezed out here. And their hearts are pumping. They're getting nervous at this moment. Can we break through that $36? I would love to see a big short squeeze. But I'm telling you right now, 35.30 people are adding shorts. 35.50 people are adding shorts. Because guess what's happening right here? Every time we've hit this red line got rejected. Red line pop came back on down. Red line got rejected. Red line got rejected. Red line got rejected. Are we going to be able to break through this area? I would say, again, above $36 is where all the shorts are going to get squeezed. Above 36 is where they get squeezed, and we'll probably run on up to like 39.40. Let's see if that's going to happen. Traders getting closer. It's getting closer here. 36. I bet you shorters are getting dead nervous here. A lot of them are going to be taken out right now. A lot of them are going to be taken out at this moment. 37. 37, guys. Shorters are, again, getting squeezed out right here. This is what we want to see. Come on, let's see if we get a massive red candle. We want to stay above no matter what. 35.50, though. Stay above 35.50. I don't want to see this big, long, lower shadow. This is what's scary here, traders. Notice, again, it couldn't hold it. Look at this. Upper shadow gave it on back. 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 It has to get back above that 35.50 mark. Don't let the shorters win. That's basically the battle. I always like to think about it as a fun little battle in my mind. Again, I always think about it as buyers or shorters. I think about it as like the 300 movie clip where you have, again, the Spartans versus the Immortals. I always think about it as like a soccer game where you have one team, left team versus the right team. You have the buyers versus the shorters right now. And guess what's happening? The buyers are, again, trying to score a goal against the shorters and run them out of the stadium. But guess what? Shorters are adding once again at the red line, at resistance. And this is what's so crazy, team. Like, the thing is, you can clearly see where the trouble's at. You can clearly see that $35.50, $36 is where the trouble's at. So it's like, hey, $35.50, $36, that's the spike or that's the dump. And obviously, you cannot know 100% which way it's going to go at that area, but you can know 100% that that's going to give you volume at that area. And at that area, that's either going to be the perfect time to enter for a squeeze or the perfect time to enter for a reversal. So right now, SBET is the perfect time to enter for the reversal. Once again, let's see how well this is going to hold. Deck, there is an uptrend. Can you put the uptrend line? It's a little steep. I think I see what you're seeing. Are you just seeing this right here? Let's go back to a 1 minute time frame. Maybe this. Now, again, I would say yes. I would say I agree with that. I would say I agree with that. If that cracks, we could possibly fall all the way back on down to 28. So just be aware of that line. I'll put that right there. Smell the flowers up, Deck. Do you ever trade the same stock twice in one day? Absolutely. If I'm making money on a play and it's looking good, I will keep on going as much as I possibly can. So right now we do have top resistance, fade on down, top resistance, fade on down, top resistance here, traders. Getting tighter and tighter and tighter inside this wedge. Let's see what we can do here. SBET, you can see it on the breakout scanner here. This is by far the only play you want today. By far the only stock you want. By far the only play that you want to go with. So SBET here, traders, trying to still build some higher lows. Watching to see if we get that squeeze. Watching to see if you can get that breakout. SBET, all eyes on this one. Now, again, guys, I get that every now and then. Hey, Deck, what are you on? Are you on? Are you on? No. Again, hey, traders. Why? Because I bring passion? Because I got a little energy? Because I got a lot of enthusiasm to my job? Because I love waking up every single morning, jumping on the live stream and trading? I mean, how could you not get fired up when we're working the #1 job in the world? Yeah, I get a little giddy. Yeah, I get a little excited. Yeah, I get fired on up because I test myself every day, trying to ask myself, okay, hey, what can I actually do out of these trades? Can I be able to find an uptrend? Can I be able to find resistance? Can I be able to predict what the market's doing? Because there's so many people who can't predict what the market's doing. So when you can start figuring it on out, it's like having a little superpower. Superpower on how you can make money. Superpower on how you can be able to come out on top. Hey, everyone wants to be able to make money, right? What if your superpower was being able to predict the stock market? It's a pretty cool one to have. Traders, we got a little bit of this wedge here. Stock's getting tighter and tighter. Let's see what we get. All eyes still over on this play. Give me 1 second. We'll be all set, ready to go. This stock's getting tighter and tighter and tighter for this possible wedge pattern. Let's see if we get that squeeze here soon. All right, traders. Things are getting tighter here. Big wedge pattern starting to form. SBET, big wedge pattern starting to form right here and right now. Let's kind of just draw this out together. Get a little bit of a screenshot for the squad. And making sure that we're all ready to rock and roll. So I'm going to, again, just kind of save this over in Paint. And we can try to figure out, exactly what is going to be happening together as a team so that we can see this all. So if we, again, take a look right now. SBET. What do we have? We do have red top resistance. Put it in this little lighter one. Here's top resistance, right? Perfect. We also could see right here. Here's top resistance. Perfect. We can see right here. Here's top resistance. Perfect. Here's top resistance, right? We can see top resistance. You can see top resistance. Now you can also see at this moment, right? We do have kind of light support from this uptrend. Support. Support, support, support. We also do have our bottom blue support. Bottom blue, bottom blue, bottom blue. So as you guys can see, this is basically what we have at this moment, right? So we have high of the day, right? High of the day, resistance over on this stock, over on SBET. That is going to definitely be tough to be able to stay above and be able to break above. We do have, of course, bottom support over on SBET. And this has still just been holding and kind of moving sideways at this moment. And then we do have a slight uptrend, right? So I'm going to say light uptrend. Light uptrend at this time. And as we have a light uptrend at this time, it's still just slightly trying to build, slow and steady. As long as it can hold this area, that's where SBET is going to have, a good chance to be able to profit. Okay? So let me, again, post this over in chat for you guys so that you guys are all set. And you can try to figure out a little bit more of a game plan. And everyone will be all ready to rock and roll. So it is so important, as always, that you guys can, look at charts and be able to figure out, all right, hey, this is my game plan. This is what I want. All right here, ladies and gentlemen. Good work across the board. Want to make sure that we're all good here. Baby, oh baby, oh baby. So SBET, still getting a little bit tighter here. Guys, look at this wedge. Look at this wedge getting tighter and tighter and tighter. SBET getting a nice little bounce once again. Let's see how well this wedge is going to do. And, you know, this wedge is big for us. Wedge is like a make or break area. Really is. Wedge is like make or break time. Can this wedge squeeze? Can it bounce? Can it keep getting a nice little move on up? Another little touch of 35 bucks. Pretty soon a dramatic move is going to be happening. I'll tell you that much, guys. Pretty soon a dramatic move will be happening. Right now, SBET here, traders. Getting very tight inside this wedge. Is it going to start cracking here? I'm going to adjust this just slightly. I'm adjusting it just slightly here. And obviously the wedge is still getting tight and still is rather tight. So no dramatic drop, no dramatic pop just yet. All eyes have been on SBET. While we have a little bit of time to kill, let's head on over to CNBC.com. Anything big over on CNBC right now? It does say again, Dow rises 400 points after Trump delays steep EU tariff until July. So again, as we talked about, tariffs suspended till July. Trump advisor Hassett says we don't want to harm Apple with iPhone tariffs. So we're not trying to harm Apple. It's just, again, we want to make sure that we're getting paid and we're not supporting China with more money. JP Morgan Chase is heading up market to woo America's millionaires. Treasury yield slip on US-EU trade optimism. Salesforce to acquire data management company in Informatia for $8 billion deal. NPR sues Trump over executive order cutting federal funding. Southwest Airlines start charging $35 for a checked bag tomorrow. Yada, 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 yada. So the thing is, guys, you know, keep your eyes peeled. Tesla's Europe sales plunged 49% on brand damage, rising competition. Man, Tesla has been struggling, I feel like, with, you know, their sales, with, you know, competition, with a lot of things like that. Now, the thing is that I want you guys to understand, though. I'm gonna speak high of Tesla here for a second. When you think of Tesla, you think of Elon Musk, and you think of, again, their cars. You think of the Cybertruck, you think of the Model S, you think of the Model Y, you think about, again, the electric vehicles. Now, the thing is, their sales have been going down. Their sales have been plunging. Their sales have not been good. But Tesla is a whole lot more than just a car manufacturer. Tesla has to do with space. Tesla has to do with AI. Tesla has to do with robotics. Tesla has to do with transportation of any type. Tesla has to do with whatever Elon Musk is cooking up. So the thing is, sometimes, you know, you might look at a place such as Tesla and be like, why is it moving up? Europe sales are plunging 49%. Oh, wow, they have massive competition, this and that and this and that. And you need to remember something here. You must remember that, wait a minute, Tesla at this time is a lot more than just a little coupe car. It's a lot more than just a Cybertruck. There's so many different fields. Basically, when you're buying in on Tesla, you're more buying into the CEO. You're buying into Elon Musk and everything that he can achieve. SBET still getting a little bit tighter here. Let's see if SBET could be able to squeeze this thing on up here. Obviously excited about this day. Obviously ready to rock and roll and looking forward to this one. Man, guys, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know. Excuse me, it's not even Money Monday. I was going to say Money Monday is back, but it's not Money Monday. Right, guys? It is. Again, we're getting ourselves more excited for that. We got ourselves a lot of opportunity across the board here. This whole entire week's going to be crazy, and again, it's all building on up into our large account. Broker deals going to be coming this week as well. Guys, SBET is getting a little bit weaker. Please be careful on SBET right here. SBET getting a little bit weaker. If this thing probably falls, I would say, underneath like $31, we might start getting a little bit of that sell-off back on down to $28.29. So this has been the only play. I mean, Deck, is there anything else? PLRZ, this is a stock that had a reverse stock split. MBAVW, this is a warrant play. You don't even need this. WORX has been fading throughout the entire day. Gap up, fades on down, gap up. I mean, just take a look at the past chart history pattern of every other time I had a gap up. Gap up, crashed. Gap up, crashed. Gap up, crashed. So as you guys can see, ZNA has been working itself on up. I'll give ZNA its flowers. ZNA has gone from 260 to 350, so it's gone about a 90-cent move if interested on it. But really, again, all traders are still watching SBET and waiting for where will that big move happen. When will that big move happen? Should I keep on shorting as long as it stays above under 35.50? I mean, that's kind of been the big thing so far. As long as it stays underneath 35.50, go ahead and short it. You are good to go with shorts, right? So, this play here, let's see how much shorts would cost on Lightspeed, because there's an L right here. So an L stands for locate. Let's see how much again they would cost here. SBET. It says searching. Now this is another thing, guys. There we go. So there are options here. If you want to short 100 shares, it would cost you $5. That's not bad. Hey, that's not bad, Lightspeed. So again, it would cost you $5. So again, basically, if you just want to make it simple, Deck, when you short like next week on your large account, let's say you want to get 1,000 shares over on SBET, you think this one's coming down to the ground. How much is this going to cost you? It's going to cost me probably about $50. So again, Deck, why would you ever choose the $97 one? There's no point to. They're the same exact thing. Always just choose the cheaper one. So $50. So that means again, I would have to get what? I would have to get 5 cents. Do you guys think if I short SBET, I'm going to be making more than 5 cents? Yes, obviously. So again, the fee isn't that bad. That's what you want out of your shorting broker, to make sure that whenever you short, the fee's not that bad. The fee can always be made up quickly from, again, shorting the place. Now, guys, why do you have to pay a fee? Well, because for anyone who does not know, shorting, the odds are more in your favor. You're basically paying for better odds. You're paying because obviously a stock that's up 400% has the odds of falling on down in the near future. You're paying for better odds. You're paying for the opportunity to be able to make more money. You're paying for the chance that the odds are going to work out in your favor in the long run. So again, you're paying a short locate fee because again, it's almost like, again, you got to put up a little bit more money to give yourself the better chance of success to go against these plays. So again, what you want to do, and again, what I'm working with is getting you guys the cheapest of the cheapest deals. Now, I'll tell you guys right now, I'm not using Lightspeed anymore. I'm not using Lightspeed next week. I'm not using Lightspeed for my big account. They are not giving us the same discounts. They're not giving us the same brokers. They're not giving us the same things that I want. So the things that I want for you guys, I'm not getting. So that's why we're stepping it up a notch. I, again, have nothing bad to say against Lightspeed. I don't have any negative thoughts about Lightspeed. Nothing. All I want to do is I want to step it up to a better broker. I want to step it up to, again, more locates. I want to step it up with cheaper locates. I want to set it up with a smoother platform. I want to step it up with better customer support. I want to step it up with every single manner. So, I'm not saying Lightspeed's bad in any way. They're not. But I'm saying, again, I want to step it up higher. Especially when we're going in. Especially when I'm going to be trading $30,000 of my money in front of all you guys here every day. I want to make sure we're doing it right. Mad Marty saying, Deck, it's Taco Tuesday. Where's the marks? Taking a little breather. I'm going on right now. I'm going on a no alcohol kick for a very long time. I'm gonna go for a while. I'm not saying I drink a lot. I drink probably, I'll have a beer on a Friday or a Saturday, something like that, But I kind of just want to take a break, take a little breather, take a little time. Take again 1, 2, 3 months off. I just want to see how long I can go. How long can I go without, again, just not wanting one? Don't want to. I want to focus a little bit on health, fitness, work, get myself dialed in. Nothing wrong with a little margarita every now and then, but I kind of just want to get dialed in this summer. Smell the flowers, Deck. Do a 40-day water fast. You'll gain 10 years of life. I don't even know what that means. Are you saying 40 days of no water or 40 days of only water? Is that even possible? 40 days of just drinking nothing but water? Have you ever done it? Or are you just sending me on some wild side quest just to see me kind of go a little off the rails? So I mean, hey, that I might, if I ever did that, I might have to take off work for a little bit. Right now, SBET still watching this one here, traders. I want to see if SBET is going to work itself on up. If not, then of course we'll be all set. PLRZ, SBET, MBAW. See, now you guys are just putting random side quests for me to do. Deck, go a whole entire week without eating anything. Deck, you know, only eat SpaghettiOs for the next 6 months. Hey, Deck, only, you know, stick a Jolly Rancher up your nose. It's like, guys, like what? all I said here was literally, hey, I don't want to drink for the rest of the summer. I just want to, again, chill. I want to, again, you know, relax. I want to focus on my health. I want to focus on fitness. I want to focus on, again, you know, being a smart trader. And now people are throwing out there, hey, eat 12 bowls of spaghetti for the next, again, 9 years. It's like, what is going on with these side quests? Okay. Yeah, you guys can do them. You guys tell me how to go, all right? You guys do them. And then you guys give me your updated pictures. SBET here. SBET still trying to squeeze on up. SBET trying to go on a $35 pop. $35 pop. Watching to see if this thing can pop that $35 area. Keep on ripping and running. We're going to see if SBET can squeeze. SBET, want to see that squeeze. Want to see that move here. Guys, here comes that possibility. Guys, all eyes back on the scanner. We, again, all it takes is one move. This is the, how many attempts have we had here? We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the 8th attempt on breaking on out. 8th attempt on trying to, again, get a nice little pop here. 8th attempt here, guys. You know what they say? The 8th attempt is 100% right. Took me eight attempts before I got a prom date senior year. I landed on the 8th girl. 8th girl I asked is the one who finally said yes. She didn't even go to our school. That's how bad it was. Back senior year, guys, I took a girl to prom that didn't even go to our school because everyone else said no. Now look at me. Now look where I am. I bet you believe it. You wish you said yes to me, didn't you? Didn't you, Caitlin? Where are you now, Caitlin? What are you doing nowadays? SBET, guys, watching for that $35 break. $35 squeeze. Let's see if we can get it here. Let's see if this one can be able to break through 35 bucks. Come on, it's trying to do it. I want to see if that 8th attempt is going to be able to pop on up here. Can that 8th attempt squeeze and pop? Can that 8th attempt be able to rip and run here? Get that. Again, I want to see a short squeeze because I don't want this day to end. I want to see a short squeeze here because I want to see this thing rip and run. No, I will say, what do you think shorters are doing between, I'm going to put these two red lines. What do you think shorters are doing in between these two red lines right here? Loading up. Shorters are saying, hey, last 7 times we've come up between these red lines, we have had perfect short entries. Where would, again, shorters cover? I mean, at this point, they're probably covering a little bit higher, up near around 37.50 at the high of the day. So shorters are saying to themselves, hey, every time we come up to 36 bucks, we went after this play, we are to make money on the short side. So let's just keep the free ATM going. It's a free ATM right now. Short at the red line, make money. Short at the red lines, make money. Short at the red lines, make money. It's a free ATM at this moment. Right now, SBET here, traders. Still watching to see if we can squeeze on up. SBET, can this thing squeeze on up? Can this thing push on up to 37? Can we rip and run? Guys, it's trying now. It's trying. Shorters are, again, definitely getting nervous. We got to keep popping here. This is make or break time. In the next, I'm gonna make a bet here. In the next 5 to 10 minutes, I will bet that we are either going to squeeze up to $40 plus, or we are going to be all the way back down to $30. I bet you in the next 5 to 10 minutes, it's either, again, shorters going to take this play and we're going to throw it back down to the ropes, or, again, a buyer's going to try to break on out and rip and run. Sure, if you want to, throw 100 shares in and see if you can get a crazy breakout, you can go for it. But this is, again, hot time here. This is hot time right here. In between the red line, stop loss. Let's just put this as a green line. I do say if we touch this green line, it's breakout time. You touch the green line, I do think it's going to be breakout time where, again, you can squeeze and pop. But it's going to be tough. Shorters are still running this play. They haven't been beat yet. Shorters are still, again, 100% running this play right now. Right now, SBET getting tighter and tighter and tighter here. Come on, make a move here. We got a stock that's up 427% on a low float play, looking to see if this thing can rip and run on this absolutely BEA beautiful Tuesday, ready to rock and roll. Come on now. Let's get this rip and run. Either, again, make the move. I want to see $36 squeeze and break, and I want to see $40 plus, or I want to see it back down to $30. I want to see one of the two. SBET right now. Looking for, again, this pop and this move. Let's see if it's going to happen here. Dek, would you throw in $2,000 if SBET starts squeezing? If SBET starts ripping and running? I mean, guys, I could do $2,000 and see how much money I can make in case this thing starts going crazy. What I would do, though, is you have to have a stop loss if it starts going back underneath like 35, though. So it's like, am I tempted to just kind of jump in, see if we can have some fun here? Of course. But it's like right now, traders, just take a look. If you attempted number 1, you would have lost. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And like all these attempts, you would have lost on every single one looking for a breakout. So while it would be fun to just throw in $2,000 and a big squeeze happens, the last 10 times it's gotten rejected. So it's not like the odds are in your favor right now. The odds are the shorters are still winning. But again, it's still right here. It's sitting, it's holding, it's trying to gear up for that possible pop. Guys, here it goes. It's trying here. It's trying. Come on. Break it here. Break for the short squeeze. Break for the short squeeze here. All eyes on this play. Looking for, again, that pop and that breakout. It wants it. It wants to see if we can make it happen. Now, again, shorters are covering right now. Shorters are covering. We are breaking out of some old spiking highs, and if it's going to run and rip, it has to do it now. If it's going to run and rip, it has to do it now. You cannot fall back on down to $36. You cannot fall back down to $35.50. If SBET is going to go, it has to go right now. It is 10:30 in the afternoon, or 10:30 in the morning. SBET is breaking through old spiking highs. If it wants to go, it has to go right now. SBET, guys, looking for that $38 break. Rip and run all the way on up here, coming on up to $38 once again. And let's see if SBET can really do it here, traders. It is gearing on up. It has to go, though. I don't want it slowing down. I want this thing to be explosive. The more explosive you are, the more fear that you're going to bring in the shorters. The more explosive you are, the more stop losses are going to get hit right away. The more explosive you are, the better chance of this stock, again, absolutely tearing up the city, baby. That's what you want. So this thing is still trying right now. Still fighting it. Kind of crazy. We have a 455% top gainer. That's honestly been just like slow and steady. You know what I mean? It's like it's been a 450% top gainer, and the most active time was right at the bell. Where again, you know, we had that imaginary 3550, 1,000 shares. Stock dumped all the way on down to 2850. I mean, just like that, boom, $7,000. How insane is that, though? You know? Guys, coming back up to $38. Can it rip and run? Can it rip and run? Can the stock go? Guys, there's $38 right now. Slow and steady at this time, trying to break through 38. We got to squeeze, though. I mean, I don't dislike it. It's slow and steady on the upside. I want to see a little bit more of a squeeze. But again, buyers are now running. As I said, shorters are starting to fear. Notice how, again, like the momentum is flipping. Notice how the psychology is flipping. Notice, again, you can start seeing a little bit better on who is actually in control here. So SBET right now, team. Coming on up now to pre-market highs. Dek, what's the next main resistance line? Pre-market high area. Pre-market high is $39. That is the next major line of resistance. Little heads up for every single person. Next major line of resistance right here. SBET still watching for that $40 break. If you guys do have any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know. More than happy to help you guys on out with anything that you guys need. If that's any questions about next week's big account, if that's any questions with shorting, if that's any questions with SBET, if that's any questions with any ticker, I am here for you. And I always want you guys to know that. I want you guys to understand that I am here for you and happy to help you guys on out with anything that you guys need at all times. So right now, traders, absolutely great, absolutely awesome. Happy to help you guys on out with anything. And right now, you know, we are slowly coming on down to an end, but I want to be able to see, of course, if SBET is going to be able to stay alive here. And as I said, the good news about SBET, just a little heads on up, is it is just slow and steady. It's slowly building on up right here. It has a little bit of hype, has a little bit of tension. It's looking for this $40 pop now coming on up. And again, it's still holding 38. It's not like we're having any large pullbacks. Here comes a possible new high. Guys, there's another new high. Shorters are in trouble now. Shorters are in trouble. Again, the squeeze is still on. It's slow and steady and working itself on up. This is all coming from that Ethereum press release, guys. That Ethereum press release. Now, I know this is where FOMO starts kicking in, though, right? Oh, Dek, I didn't jump in at 30. I didn't jump in at 32. Dek, I didn't jump in at 36. Dek, I didn't jump in at 38. Oh, Dek, I didn't jump in at 40. Oh, Dek, I'm not jumping in at 41. The stock is now up 500%, going up higher and higher and higher and higher. So the thing is, team, don't get FOMO. Have a game plan. That game plan is, Dek, I'm going to enter at 38.50. Dek, I'm going to short it right now at $40. Hey, Dek, I missed out on this play. I'm not upset about it. I love seeing big time action. I'm going to paper trade it a little bit. I'll look for the next one tomorrow. Right? But you have to have a good idea. The worst thing you can do right now is just say, oh, wow, it's hitting a high today. Let me buy it. That's the worst thing you can do. Oh, it's hitting a high of the day at this moment. Let me jump in and just hopefully buy it right now and hopefully something good happens. That is not what you want. Okay? So, make sure that you guys are being smart, being safe, putting yourself in the best positions possible. And again, understanding that at this moment, this is a play. That it's not like, the good news is, it's not dumping and it's not spiking. It's more of just a slow and steady little climb here. So slow and steady little climb over on SBET. We're going to keep our eyes peeled on the stock throughout this entire day. Right now, SBET just slowly working itself on up. Guys, what's the S&P 500 doing? S&P 500 back on up towards that 588 mark. Now, as I said, guys, for anyone who does not know, I plan on going live every single day this week. Now, again, we got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday left. We got 3 more days this week. You guys will be knowing, again, my broker that I'm going to be using. That's going to be massive and huge. On top of that, guys, we're going to be getting ready for shorting. On top of that, I'm going to be funding the large account, and we'll be all set, ready to rock. But every single day, I want to make sure we're here. I'm coaching, I'm teaching, I'm alerting, I'm guiding, and making sure that we're all set, ready to rock and roll before we dive back into shorting. You know how, again, exciting this is going to be, how wild this is going to be, and how big of an event this is going to be. We're going back to, again, something I haven't done in 4 years, where I made the most amount of money I've ever made in my stock trading career. Get ready, get excited, and get fired on up, because this is going to be huge. Team, Keep your eyes peeled on SBET if interested. I'm going to be here throughout the entire day, but we are coming up towards around 10:30, 10:45 right now, so we are going to take a little bit of a step back here and be all set, ready to rock. Traders, everyone over on YouTube that has joined us over on this day, I just want to say thank you so much for everyone who has joined us. I love, again, explaining and helping you guys on out, and hopefully, again, you guys are finding value with every single time you listen to the live stream, if that's entertainment, if that's profits, if that's education, or whatever it is. But I want to make sure that you are always logging on and being excited to be watching me. On top of that, guys, all Tradecaster members, get ready to rock and roll for the large account. We are only days away. Broker will be set on up by, again, tonight or tomorrow, giving you all the details so that you're all set, ready to go. And then on top of that, traders, we are getting back to big account trading, millionaire trading. Let's make $100,000 months, and let's absolutely change the game for 2025. Every P&L will be shown. Everything will be in real time. Everything will be in front of you. Team, I absolutely love working with you guys. Get excited, get fired on up, and get ready to rock for what's happening here. I need everyone to show me your enthusiasm, show me your hype, show me how pumped you guys are, and hit me with a good one right here, team, because I'll see you guys later on in 3, 2, 1. I love it. I'll see you guys later. Happy Tuesday. Let's get ready for the biggest event that we have had in 4 years. Shorting season is back. Large account trading starts up very soon. Did you make money today? Did you make a profit today? Did you come out on top today? I'm the Batman.
I got this question the other day. Why are you successful?
So I ball so hard, motherfucker.
$1,000 profit today.
First niggas gotta find me.
$700.
50 grand to a motherfucker like me. Can you please remind me? Ball so hard, this shit crazy.
$1,000.
Y'all know that don't shit phase. And as we go,
Lock it on up.
too when I look at you like this shit crazy. Ball so hard, this shit weird. We ain't even po be here. Ball so hard since we here. It's only right that we be fair.
Who's ready for $1 million a year?
Should be asking how to be successful. Jackson, Tyson, Jordan, Game 6.